Hey everyone, welcome to Attack of Opportunity. This is episode number 2 of our weekly live stream D&D game. We're going to get started in just a minute, but before we do that, I'm going to pass it to Zart for some announcements.
Hello, everybody. Just a reminder that we're 6 players originally from Muskegon, Michigan, who have been playing together as a group now for about 3 or 4 years, although some of us have been playing D&D much longer than that. Today we're going to continue a homebrew game based on the Faerun campaign setting. The things that the players do and have already done will influence every facet of our game. So to that end, Trey has been very adamant about, this is not his story, it's our story. So just some quick introductions again. Our Dungeon Master is Trey Kane.
Hello.
The players are Chelsea Zobel is playing Ani the Paladin.
Hello.
Colleen Murphy is playing Bones the Rogue.
Hello.
Emily Nemec is playing Rhiannon the Wizard.
Hiya.
Mikey Olson is playing Gror the Cleric.
That's me.
And I'm Andrew Zart, and I'm playing Nain the Barbarian. Just a note about our splash screen. Colton Hall made that artwork that was on the screen. You've seen it at the beginning, and you'll see it again when we go for break. He absolutely knocked it out of the park, and we love it. So thank you to Colton for that.
Yeah, thanks, Colton.
Even though our main focus is going to be on the game, I'm going to be keeping an eye on the chat today, so we definitely want to hear from you. So please leave a comment, ask questions, tell us that you love what we did, or don't. We love the feedback. Also, you can follow us on Facebook by clicking the link that's down in the video description. We're also on Twitter at Attack of Op, that's Attack of OP. To get notified about our streams and other video content on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel and then click the little bell that's next to the subscribe button.
Awesome. All right. Is everybody ready to play D&D?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Then let's play some D&D. So last time we left everybody, as I flip to the right page in my notes here. The last time we left everybody, you all kind of were winding down the day after having retrieved the money that Ellison Dunbar lost from his guards robbing the casino. You retrieved it, returned it to him, and he paid you a reward, which ultimately would have been each of your portions had you divided the pot of the winning the card game evenly. He put you up for the night in the casino's tavern a little bit down the road. You all ate a lot of chicken.
Yes, we did.
And had a meeting. I believe you had a meeting shortly before you went to bed, kind of trying to hash out your options going forward for the next day, and ultimately left it to that you would decide in the morning. And so we find ourselves in the morning. You wake up to the smell of bacon and delicious things as the town begins to stir. And you make your way downstairs one by one and greet each other at the breakfast table.
I'll tell the waitress that I want. I'll tell the waitress that I want 4 whole bacons.
4 whole bacons.
Yep.
4 whole bacons.
She looks at you and she says, "The whole." Okay, yeah.
Woman, you heard.
She hurries off back to the kitchen. What are you guys up to today?
Gror stretches his old and weary body. Oh! He says, so, I've got a couple leads then. I've got to head south, as far as I can tell.
We do. Yes. We've got a couple of things we need to take care. Well, we have a couple of opportunities to take care of some things down near. I have it written down near Nightstone. Nightstone.
Correct.
I know we're not beholden to each other, but we make a pretty good team. So I'm heading that way. I think I can do some good down there. And you're all welcome to join me.
I look at Nain and say, there's a reward.
Let's do it.
Welcome.
Bones, Rhiannon, you in?
I mean, she's not leaving, so I'm assuming it's just right.
I don't have to tell you, yes.
We'll take it.
I'm here.
So I think to start with, we should go back to the City Watch and talk to the captain, maybe get a few more details before we leave. He's got a point of contact for us in Nightstone, and he might be able to give us a little bit more information about what it is we're walking into with these orcs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We should do that.
Would you like to do anything else before you go talk to this captain? Captain Raza, I believe was his name.
Oh yeah, the Jamaican guy.
The Jamaican, the non-Jamaican Jamaican. Yeah.
Right.
Super white Rastafarian.
Let me see. Do I want anything?
Oh, I would like to discuss with you folks this very fine something that I picked up. A longsword that was found on our last adventure.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't catalog it very well, so I don't know if there's anything very special about it.
Got a longsword.
Have somebody look at it, see if it's worth anything, or if any of y'all need it.
Maybe we should have somebody look at it first. I mean, I've got a longsword that I really like.
I could stand to talk to a blacksmith if there's one in this town, so he could probably tell us some more about it.
Cool.
Okay. So if you head off to, if you ask about a blacksmith, anyone in town would send you to Dulgar Hammersmith.
Good old Dulgar.
Dulgar Hammersmith.
Oh yeah,
Of course. Yeah, Dulgar.
Right.
And he's a good blacksmith. He's not as good as, a dwarf, but for a human, he does good work.
Passable.
Yeah.
Good enough. Well, I say, greetings. I have a couple questions for you.
You walk in and he kind of looks over you at first and then looks down. He says, "Oh, we're a dwarf. I don't get many dwarfs in here." He says, "How can I help you, sir?"
So I'm Gror, and I first of all want to see your hand axes to see if they're any good or if they're junk.
He says, "Hold on one second, my friend." And he goes and he rummages around down and he pulls out a leather bundle and he lays it down on the counter and he unrolls it. And as he unrolls it, you see 4 choices of hand axe there. They're all about the same style and quality. The things that change are the details, the various slight curvatures of the axe head, the carvings that are on the handle, things like that.
Okay. I ask him how much.
He says, these will run you a few gold each. The price is negotiable. I also take trades.
I'd buy the 3 nicer looking ones and set 3 gold or 6 gold coins down on the table.
Okay. He says, "You look like a good fellow. How about 8 gold?"
Fine, I set 2 more down.
He takes the 8 gold and he says, "That'll work." He kind of puts it in a pouch that's on his belt. He offers you 3 hand axes. One of the hand axes you got has 2 of them are the same, and the other one that stands out to you has a blackened head, except for where it's been sharpened to a razor's edge, and the handle has some ornate carvings of an elk being shot by a hunter.
Elk hand
Say,
axe.
Father, I think we have to work on your haggling.
I'm rich. Just one of the hand axes.
I think you are.
Oh, and also we've got this longsword. Now he gave him a good deal. Maybe he'll be free speaking with us. What's up with this longsword? Tell me something cool about it.
He looks at the longsword and he says, "This really isn't anything special. It looks to be poorly cared for. I'd give you 3 gold pieces for it."
I'd look at you. What do you think, Em?
I mean, I don't really have a use for it. Does anybody here have a use for it?
I don't really think so.
Too small.
No? Okay.
Nah.
Yeah,
Safe.
that's fine.
Sure. Yeah, 3 coins. Great.
Wonderful.
Okay. He reaches back in his pouch again, hands you 3 gold pieces.
It's like now I got him for 1 less than I thought I was going to buy him for.
So does
I
he
guess I'd give you those 3 gold coins. Be like, yeah, here you go.
Whatever.
does he have his wares out for people to see, or is it just kind of all hidden away?
It's all kind of tucked away. If you ask for something, he can show it to you.
Okay. I'll ask him if he's got anything in the great axe category.
He looks around and he says, I don't. I have a few heads ready, but I haven't mounted them to anything yet. Could probably have something ready next time you're in town.
We'll see then.
While they're doing this, I didn't go with them. I stayed behind. So the bartender at the tavern, is the bartender different from the one that was there last night?
No, it's the same guy.
Same guy. Great. Awesome. I'm going to poke around. I guess I'll follow them to the blacksmith, but I don't go in with them. And I'm going to poke around at all of like the taverns that I can find in the area and just kind of ask the barkeeps if they have seen a gentleman around my age, darkish hair, has probably a red cloak on with a raven on his. If he's wearing armor, it would have a raven on it.
Okay.
Anybody seen him?
Yeah. So you start out. If you ask around, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Let me fill up my sheet. Good at that. 10.
10. Nobody really has anything. Most people are trying to blow you off so they can go about their day.
I thank them for their time and go wait outside the blacksmith because I don't need anything.
All right. Cool. Anyone else need anything from the blacksmith, or are we proceeding on to watch Captain Raza?
Sounds
Yes.
good.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
So as you proceed on to talk to Watch Captain Raza, you actually see him kind of outside the guard post outside the gate, and he says, my friends, I've been looking for you. Have you made a decision? Are you willing to help us with our orc problems in Nightstone?
Said, well, my Jamaican brother, yes. I think we have decided to head to Nightstone. But we have some questions for you.
Yeah, go.
I think you said, it was Annie, not little Annie Skywalker, who told us you've got a contact for us down there? Mm-hmm. You know somebody in Nightstone we need to talk to? Is that right?
Yes. Talk to my counterpart, and well, that's part of the problem, I guess. My counterpart in Nightstone, he left his post. Nobody's seen him in a few weeks. This was shortly before the orc raid started, which is a little suspect to say the least. You could talk to his lieutenant. Excuse me. His name is Captain Hovac.
Okay.
Okay. Can you tell us how long have these orc raids been going on? How long has he been missing? Did you say?
Jamal's been missing for several weeks. The orc raids have been happening on and off since maybe early last month, but they've definitely picked up pace in the last few weeks, become far more frequent.
You say Jamal, and Bones suddenly is paying a lot more attention.
He looks at you and he says, "You have a question?"
Jamal who?
My former watch captain down there, Jamal Abad. He had been serving down there for several years, and he's a good man until he just vanished.
Okay. Bones just kind of nods, but her eyes are very wide. Are we leaving?
Well, I have a couple more questions.
I look at Bones and I'm
Why?
like, why? Do you want his fingers too?
No. You don't know that I take fingers. You don't know that yet.
I watched you pull a bone out of somebody.
Did you? I thought you
I
missed
say
that.
to the group, I watched you pull a bone out of the corpse.
He was the only one that saw you do it.
Oh shit.
Was he?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I don't want his bones.
Yeah.
I think we should leave though, and we know where his lieutenant is, so why don't we just leave?
Well, I have a couple of
contact. We
questions
don't
about
need
these.
anything else.
I have a couple of questions yet. I don't want to jump into something that we're not prepared for. We kind of did that yesterday.
Yeah, we did great.
Worked out fine.
Yeah, we did swell.
Are there any other details you can tell us about these orc raids? Are they just coming in and destroying everything in their path? Are they taking anything? Does it seem like they're looking for something?
They seem to be coming in and looting people's homes, taking things. Beyond that, the only strange behavior that we've noted is that they seem to be ripping the sleeves off of women's sweaters. It's very strange.
Just the sleeves.
Just the sleeves.
And just sweaters.
Well, I mean,
women's
whatever
sweaters.
they happen to be wearing.
Oh, okay. That was the weird part.
That was the weird part. All right, okay.
So they're into the right to bear arms then.
Yep.
Gror, go stand in the corner.
Is it too late? Is it too late to leave this game forever?
Bear arms, get it? Because they're taking the sleeves off.
Yeah, no, it was pretty clear. We didn't need. All right.
All right. Anyway.
All right, that answers my question. And how far of a journey would you say it is?
To Nightstone, you're looking at several days, probably 2 or 3 days journey.
We should stock up on provisions.
Any chance you could lend us some horses for the trip?
He kind of looks and he says, most of my horses are injured. The ones I have, we need to move supplies. I'm sorry.
Where can we get horses?
Well, most of them are tied up in the fight against the orcs.
To what?
So we can go now, right?
I guess we can go. I guess we're walking.
Wait, we needed provisions? Did you say something about provisions?
Captain Raza says, yes, if you need provisions, just see our quartermaster. He'll give you a reasonable rate.
Cool. Where is he at?
He just kind of points down the hill a little ways. There's a little shack with a dude standing there. He says, it's Quartermaster Gent. He's a little rough around the edges.
Okay. Well, yeah. No other captain or no other questions for the Jamaican guy, right? We're all good.
Nope.
So
I'm happy.
Let's wander to the quartermaster, see what kind of travel food he's got.
Good luck, my friends. I look forward to your return.
And if he knows where we can buy a carriage.
All right, so head down to the quartermaster. As you approach the quartermaster, you see there sitting there. You see there sitting there. Good job, Trey. You see sitting there a older gentleman. He's human. Kind of a rough beard going on. Hair is graying. He's wearing leather armor. He has a nice dagger on his belt. And he's just kind of sitting there in a chair out front, just kind of picking at his teeth.
I walk up and I say, good morning.
He says, good morning.
How are you? How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. What can I do for you? I saw you talking to Captain, what's his face?
Oh, Captain Raza, yes. A delightful gentleman. We are off on a special mission on behalf of the captain. He sent us to speak with you about some provisions for the journey.
Oh, so because the captain said, I'm supposed to give you provisions, I need to go change all of my plans to outfit you with what you need for your journey.
I'll say to him, soldier, when somebody above you gives an order, you follow it.
Looks at you and
And
says,
grab my axe. And I'll make an intimidation check.
okay.
Wow.
That escalated quickly.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
17 on the intimidation.
Oh, boy.
Scene. Hold on 1 second. He looks at you and he says, all right there, little fella. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that.
I pull the axe out.
Hey, perhaps we can come to a more logical solution.
I stand in between them and I say, please, we're trying to help the city. We would be ever so grateful if you could help us with anything.
Make a persuasion check.
Bat my eyes a little bit. 18.
Looks at you and he says, I guess if you're trying to help. And he comes and he says, come on. And he leads you inside. And he's just got a counter sitting there. A bunch of shelves behind him. He says, how many days are you going to be gone on the road?
Well, we're traveling to Nightstone.
And then back.
And then back.
So 5.
I would say, yeah, provisions for close to a week would be.
If it's 2 days there or 2 days back, we should get 5 days each.
He turns around and he grabs a few things off the shelves, and he's got 5 bundles, and he says, sets them down on the counter. He says, "Do you have any animals traveling with you?"
As I wish we had a sweet cart and a horse, but I don't think so. No.
Despite our best efforts, no, unfortunately, we have to make this journey on foot.
All right, one moment. Write some things down. It's gonna be 3 gold pieces for 5 days rations for 5 people.
Three gold each, or three gold total?
3 gold total.
I give it to him.
He takes it from you. He says, "Thank you. Good luck with your journey. Sorry,
Thank
it was
you.
difficult."
I
Yeah.
understand. It's early.
He looks over at Nain and he says,
I'm sorry my son tried to kill you.
He says, "I'd watch that one. He's a little too fiery for his own good."
Yeah, he's a sassy one for sure.
Yes.
A
yes.
sassy one that can follow orders.
Aren't you a redhead too? You have
Yeah.
red hair.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Fiery one.
Fiery one.
I kind of shoo them out the door,
I'm
and I
smoky.
just thank you. Oh God. As I'm shooing them out the door, I just thank you. Lyra bless you.
Thank you. So, as you guys begin heading out, you start heading down the road. Anything else you want to do before you head out of town and hit the trade road?
No, I can't think of anything else.
Nope.
Go find some orcs.
Let's go.
All right. So as you head out, you notice that it's a very sunny morning. It's been a very sunny, warm morning. But in front of you, the clouds are very dark, very ominous. You see cracks of lightning and hear thunder off in the distance, and quickly realize that is the direction you are about to head.
Outstanding.
Great.
And with that, about an hour into your journey, it begins pouring rain. The temperature suddenly drops to a chill.
I put my hood up.
It's cold and wet. The road is muddy. Everything is just damp, wet, and terrible.
Wish we had a fucking horse and a sweet cart.
And as you progress down the road, the first half of your day is uneventful, minus the terrible, terrible weather. There's nothing great to look at. Everything is gray and wet. Seems to bring out the green in the grass, though. It's very nice. So, what is their marching order on this day?
I'm not afraid of going up in the front. I've got armor and a shield and stuff.
Yeah,
I'll be up front. I can
be middle.
I'll be behind the dwarves.
Okay.
Let them think that they're in charge here.
Who was white? Was Chelsea white? Chelsea was white?
No, that's me.
No, I'm blue.
Mikey
I
is
think I'm
green.
I'm green and
There we go.
BRB.
Okay. All right, so you guys are heading down the road. First half of your day is fairly uneventful. Nain, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Four.
Oh my God.
It's a nice day. It's
gorgeous.
I mean, it is your kind of day.
Fucking raining.
Yeah.
All of this rain, that is your thing. You're into it.
It just makes me angry.
Yeah. Gror, you're up there with him too. Go ahead and make a perception
Like
check.
angrily stomping through the puddles.
7.
So,
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
you too enjoy this horrible weather.
Yeah.
Gives you
It
the
runs in the
it gives you
family.
the tactical advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, your afternoon continues unimpeded. The puddles on the road are growing deeper. The darkness seems to be growing deeper, and it becomes time for you to realize that it's probably time to set camp here somewhere along the road. You notice there's a little bit of it goes into the trees. There's a clearing. It looks like it's kind of a common stopping point for travelers on this road. There's a spot where there's been a fire in the past, and looks like a good spot to set up camp.
There's nobody else there.
No, there's no one else there.
It's good, yeah. Like, how far off the road did you say this was?
You'd end up about 50 feet off the road, kind of nestled into some trees.
Okay.
It's not like immediately like visible.
Right.
No,
And
I mean,
Okay.
And it's still raining?
still raining pretty
Is there
horribly.
any,
It's
any
let up a
cover
little
from the
bit.
rain over
It's,
here?
I mean, you're gonna have to set up your tents and things for that. But the rain has let up a little bit. It's kind of become a little bit of a mist. Everything is still very wet, however.
Mm.
So fire's probably not happening.
We've got magic. I'm pretty sure we can make a fire happen.
I don't. Not that kind of magic.
You guys can make a fire happen. But as you're setting up camp, you all hear incredibly loud screams in the distance. It's a woman screaming, help! Help!
What the fuck?
I look at my father and I grab my axe.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
So yeah, I sigh reluctantly and like stretch my legs and get up.
19 on a perception.
16 on that perception.
You both believe the screams are definitely from a woman. They appear to be coming from the forest behind your camp. And you believe that the trees are kind of muffling the true source of the sound. And yeah, you'd have to go in to investigate further.
Yeah, I grab my sword and I start walking in the direction.
You all start heading towards the
I
scream.
say, do you
Yeah,
hear somebody needs help? We have to help.
Yep, I concur.
Does anyone want to stay at camp? Does anyone want to make sure that our camp is safe?
I like call over my shoulder. You can stay. I'm going to help.
I mean, at this point, you guys have just kind of spread out your tents and stuff. You haven't really set up anything.
Fair
most
enough.
most of your gear is still in your packs.
Okay, then yep, I go with them.
I'm going to help.
Go investigate at least.
Stand by. Sorry.
Oh, laser beam.
Laser beam. Hello. He knows when we're about to go into battle. He came to wish us good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks, Beans.
Does laser beam get an attack round also?
Laser beam. Just his attacks always hit.
Can we get inspiration
He's a magic missile.
He's a magic
from
missile.
laser beam?
Yeah.
I mean, I get inspiration from laser beam, but I don't think my character does.
So you guys begin to enter into the woods, and you see what appears to be after you move 7,500 feet through the trees, you begin to see where it clears out again, and there is a small farmhouse nestled in the clearing. And as you begin to see this, the storm opens up again heavily. Major downpour, thunder cracking overhead. There's lightning going off. The screams are much louder. You can tell that they're coming from the house. You hear a woman screaming, "Oh, Timora, please help us!" There is a very large orc standing on the front porch of this house.
How far away is the house?
You guys are about 50 feet from the house in the tree line. He doesn't see you. You're behind him?
Oh man, I get one of those hand axes, not the cool one with the black blade and the elk on it, one of the other two. And I can hit him, maybe. I could attempt to hit him with my hand axe.
Does he look like he's the homeowner? Like, does he wear like an apron or something?
Just as you begin to question it, you see that he is standing in the doorway of this very small, quaint house that is nestled here in the forest. And he is yelling into the door, "Hurry up! This is taking too long."
So no, no. Okay.
Does anyone speak orc?
Okay.
I speak orc.
Yeah, okay. Everyone who speaks orc understands that he's saying, "Hurry up! This is taking too long. They're just a woman and a child. Take care of them and loot the house."
Okay. And I start running towards the house
Yeah.
with my sword out.
Yep.
I do, in fact, speak orc, yeah.
I don't speak orc, so I just look at them and go, "Oh shit!"
Apparently, this is bad.
As you guys are, those of you that started running forward, go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, jeez.
8.
13.
Ooh, not good.
11.
Hold on, I gotta look, but it's not good.
12.
All right.
Five.
Anyone above a 10, you see laying in front of the porch the body of a man bleeding out on the ground. The blood is just running out of his body and puddling with the rain in front of the porch.
Does he look dead or just very hurt?
You can't tell
It
from
matters.
here.
Yeah, I probably can't tell.
Oh, I can't see him anyway.
Yeah, you can't tell from here.
I don't notice.
So how do you want to come up on this guy standing on the porch? You just running
So-
straight at him?
Yeah.
We all bolted. I would shout and try to get his attention for
You-
sure.
You actually want this orc to turn. So this is what the situation
yeah, and
we
then I'm
have
gonna
going
wing
on
this
here.
fucking hand axe at him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna shout at him in orc, leave,
Okay,
as we're like all sprinting towards him.
so he turns around as you all begin sprinting towards him. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh shit! I didn't add you guys. I'm sorry.
I fucking fall in the mud is what I do as we're running over this.
All right, and he is. Oops. Whoops. Nope. This guy. All right. Ani, what'd you have?
1.
1. Bones.
One.
I rolled a 2 and my modifier is -1.
No.
Bones.
I told you I fall in the mud.
19. Grower.
20.
20. Nain.
18.
18.
Jeez, you guys.
Rhiannon.
Nice.
16.
16.
Well done, guys.
And then next year is Ani.
I'm like stuck in the mud, like rolling around. I'm not very graceful, you guys.
Okay. So you begin yelling and get his attention. He, as soon as you do that, he turns around and yells, "We have company!"
Cool.
So first up is Gror.
All right. So I will move my 25 feet towards him, which is not close. I'm green.
Slightly out of whack here. Whoa.
And then he is he more than 20 feet away from me right there? From where I make it to?
More than what?
20 feet?
No, he would be within 15 feet of you.
Well, great. Then when I get to that spot, I will throw my hand axe at him.
Okay.
And I'll scream, "Die!" Yeah. How about a 13 to hit?
13 does not hit.
Yeah. Great.
a little winded from the sprint forward.
So then I will grab my battle axe, or my warhammer rather, and that's it.
Okay. Then next up is this guy.
I guess I would try to see where that axe went for later. Mental note.
It went somewhere over here. Next up, this guy. He moves forward. Engages Gror with his claws.
You can try.
Oh, probably not rolling a 4 on the dice. Yeah,
Unless he
it's
gets-
for a 6.
Nope. I was gonna say, unless his modifier is wacky good, I don't think he's gonna hit.
Next up is Bones.
All right, can I get up to him? My speed is 30 feet. I think I'm like 1 square short.
I got you here. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna try to attack him with my rapier.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action real fast. Bonus action to go into my rage. Or no, I lied. Never mind.
Oh no!
I think that's what I do.
Listen, guys, we played too many D&D campaigns, and I forgot who I was playing.
I had to go review some serious notes today because I was starting to get stuff way confused.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
right. I was thinking about how am I going to sneak attack this guy? I'm not a rogue.
No, I was here doing perception in the
Yeah.
woods. I was like, I get advantage. Wait, no, I super
No.
don't.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go. It's not gonna work. It's an 11.
Nope, that's not gonna hit.
Yeah. I just kind of wave it at him. And that's my turn.
All right, next up is Nain.
If I can dash, so 50 feet, wherever I can get within melee of him. If I can come around my dad, that's fine.
That's 30. You can still have your action.
My speed's 25. So put me next to my dad, and I'll do my dash
Okay.
and yell at him. Ah!
Make an intimidation check.
All right.
Yeah.
Where's my action? 18.
He actually kind of recoils a little bit,
Yeah.
startled by this dwarf with such aggression and fire.
Nice.
I've got you where I want you.
Next up is Rihanna.
Yeah, so I also kind of forgot what I was doing a little bit, so I'm going to take my action to cast Mage Armor, because without it,
Okay.
I'm pretty well screwed.
Okay. Do you want to move?
Yeah, I will move up in front of that first tree that's kind of still in line with everybody.
Like here?
Maybe like one more up. Beautiful.
All right. Then next up is Ani.
Yay! I have a couple of questions. Number one, can I see the body of the guy?
Yes, the body of the guy would be about here.
And he's on the
Let
porch.
me throw a marker down. Here, he can be a gummy bear.
Nice.
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh.
I want gummy
Now,
bears.
to get to him, can I go around, or do I have to get through that little cluster in the corner? Can I go around and then onto the porch, or is there only one entrance? To, onto
the
porch?
stairway to the porch is here, but it's just a low railing. You could get over it very easily.
You say that. Did you hear my ducks?
Yeah, no, you can get over it very easily.
Okay, then I want to do that. I want to take the shortest route to him and hop over the railing. I want to go to the gummy bear. My speed is 30.
I want to go to the gummy bear.
I want to go to the gummy bear with the gummy bear.
I mean, that's 30. Do you want to dash?
I'll dash if I have to. I want to get right up next to the gummy bear. I don't care about the orc. Well,
All right.
I care about the orc, but it's fine.
That's another 25. You didn't have to go over the railing, but yeah.
Great, awesome. Can I make some kind of check to see if he is dead or alive still?
Yeah, medicine check.
Oh, God.
We'll count this as your bonus action for record-keeping purposes.
Okay. It's not what I was hoping he would say, but fine. 2.
2?
2.
It's really
Get
hard.
up.
It's really
My
hard
dice
for
do
you
not-
to tell
My
what's
dice
going
do not
on with
need
this guy.
to-
You know that he's bleeding out a lot, and you can tell that he's breathing, but beyond that, you have no idea what's up.
Okay, that's all I need. Okay. That's all I can do.
Next up is Gror, but before you do that, another orc steps out from the doorway.
Mine's hurt.
Boom.
Looks like a bitch.
So Gror. Whoops.
All right, I'm gonna do. I think this one's a bonus action. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Divine Favor, which is a first level spell. One bonus action targets myself for 1 minute. My prayer empowers me with Divine Radiance. Until the spell ends, my weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit. So my hammer glows with holy energy, and I swing upon him with my hammer.
Hashtag so blessed.
So blessed.
So blessed. This should be good for 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Super
I don't
duper.
appreciate him at all, you guys.
So he takes 11 damage. Or no, 11 plus 5 is 16 damage.
16 damage.
16 damage. Yeah, almost maxed.
All right, damn.
Mighty blow.
As your hammer comes down, you're just yelling, "So blessed!" and just slamming it down on this guy. Mighty, mighty blow. Mighty, mighty blow. Next up is going to be him. He is going to try and attack. Wow.
Beans is really impressed.
So many choices. We'll try and attack the man who just hit him with his blessed hammer. We're going to do a new dice, because fuck that dice. 12 plus 4. It's going to be 16 to hit.
Nope.
Gror. No? Damn.
Nope. Got my shield up.
Damn. All right. Then next up is Bones.
Terrific. I would like to attempt to rapier this guy again.
Rip you him.
This is going to be better. 22.
Yeah.
22 hits.
Terrific.
That sneak attack.
Oh, yeah.
And 11 piercing.
11 piercing damage on this guy.
Yeah.
As you just find like a spot that kind of slides up underneath the hide armor he's wearing, and your rapier goes in, and you see him just kind of, his eyes go wide as he feels the blade go in and come right back out, and there's blood coming out. He's not dead, but he's hurt.
Nice.
Next up is Nain.
How does it feel to look into my eyes as you die? And I attack him as I rage.
Nice.
18.
18 will hit.
Yep.
Nice.
For 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
Damn.
Yeah, dang. You hit him and he drops to his knees. We can now consider him prone as he's becoming weak.
Mm-hmm. That's
Anything
freaking
else?
rad.
No.
No? All right, Rhiannon. Rhiannon.
Rhiannon. Like the song.
Rihanna.
Rihanna, right.
Rhiannon.
That one. Different one.
So the one that is in this little group is the one that's like prone, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to step 10 feet up. So I have a clear line of sight. And I want to try to hit
No,
him.
the other way.
Oh, up.
Yeah, up.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. I want to try to hit him with Chill Touch.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see. $22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So cold.
So cold. So that is 6 necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. As you chill touch this creature, its skin begins to freeze over, and as it does that, everyone standing there can just see all the life leave its body. He did.
You did it, Rhiannon!
Crisp. Well, I guess crunchy? Like frozen?
Kind of crunchy, yeah.
Crunchy, yeah, that's a good.
Well
one.
preserved.
There we go.
Sure, we'll go with that.
How about just dead?
Yeah, that works too.
D-E-D. Did.
D-E-E-D.
No, only
That's
one
deed.
E
That's
though.
deed.
That's deed, yeah.
Come on now.
It's nothing. Got nothing.
Okay. He this guy goes. He steps forward, looks at the paladin, and looks at the dead man,
Dying.
dying man,
He can't be dead.
and steps forward to
Of course he
hit
does.
you. It's going to be for an 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That hits. Okay. So then you take 9 slashing damage. Next up is Ani. You get to go after
Okay.
this orc hits you.
Oh, very angry about this. Do I want to hit the orc? Yeah, I'm angry now.
Fair.
So yeah, I'm
That
gonna.
helps.
I'm going to cast Divine Favor on my sword.
Okay.
So same thing that Gore did, because it's pretty dope. So I'm #blessed as well.
Nice. So
Hashtag
nice.
blessed.
So blessed.
Oh, that's probably not going to hit though. That would be, and hold on, 8 to hit.
8 will not hit.
No, all of my dice are terrible today.
Some days the dice hate you.
They hate me today.
They've been hating me for weeks, no matter what set I use. So I don't know.
And that's just fine.
I've gone through 3 D20s today, and they're all being shitheads.
Threw one across the
Okay.
room last week. All right, is that all we got for you?
That's
Do you
all I
want to
can do.
move, or yeah?
Nope.
Yeah, never mind.
Nope, I'm not leaving this guy.
Okay. Gror, you're up next.
5, 10. Oh, there's a dead guy there. Probably can't stand in his square, can I?
No. You can move through it though. It's essentially a friendly square.
Yeah, 25, I think, makes me end in his square, though, right? 5, 10, 15. Oh, no, 20, 25. I could go and cut through his square then and stand next to blue, basically.
To here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Helping myself over there. And we'll take a swing with the Warhammer.
Get him. Get him.
14 to hit.
Okay. 14 will hit.
Ah, super duper. He takes 15 damage.
Damn, son.
Yeah, that D4 is paying off.
Nice. Anything else for your turn?
That's a move and an action. That's all I got for now.
Bones.
I'd like to get on the other side of him so I'm flanking. Is that possible?
You get here.
What if you go? What if she went over
What
the
if you
fence?
go in the house?
Yeah, like I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah. I'm sorry. I forgot that wasn't a wall. I'm sorry. That's my bad. Yeah. Here.
Nice. And I'm going to attempt to get him with my rapier.
All right.
With advantage on that attack.
Yep.
With advantage. Yep. They're the same.
It's my favorite. 20.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
All right.
At least they're good the same. I'm not shitty the same.
Yeah, right.
That is for 9 piercing damage.
9.
9.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Nice. Very nice. All right. Next up is Nain.
Okay, so I
Followed by
want to.
Rhiannon.
All right, I want to step 5 foot diagonally. Yep, and I just want to overhand, two-handed toss my war axe at him.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
If you hit this guy, I'm gonna be so sad.
Well, he's laying on the ground. I think you might
Yeah.
be okay.
17 to hit.
Nice.
17 will hit.
Nice. He's gonna have a fucking Vorax stuck in him.
For 17 damage.
You just this little tiny dwarf just overhand throws his war axe at this dude, hits him square in the chest, and for a moment he has a look of surprise on his face as he looks down and sees this massive axe sticking out, and he collapses to the ground and dies.
Oh yeah.
That will end this combat.
Nice.
I'm gonna kneel down next to this guy. How can I tell how he's doing? Has he gotten any worse in the 12 seconds since I checked him last?
No, he's still bleeding profusely, however.
He's still bleeding. I'm gonna use lay on hands, and I'm gonna give him 4 points of healing.
Okay.
I run inside the house.
He's stable, and so you run inside the house. Entering the house, you see. Where'd you go? Entering the house, you see a small hallway with a doorway and a staircase that goes up. The room you are in is essentially a common room. It's arranged with some tables, a chair, the kitchen area is around there as well. There's a door that goes out the back of the house, conceivably to a peach orchard that you saw when you were walking up to the house in the first place.
I start searching for the little girl and the woman.
So you can take her bones.
No, to make sure they're alive.
And if they're dead, then you can take their bones.
I walk in after Bones.
Just didn't say no. All right, so the first floor of this house is a small kitchen. And there's a stairwell here. From coming up the stairwell, you hear yelling that says "Eli, Eli!" banging on the door. From this area, you hear the cries of a child.
Oh no!
Yep, I go toward the child.
Okay.
I head upstairs.
What's going on with this guy outside? Is he alive now?
Yeah, I healed him.
He's
okay.
stable.
I mean,
he's
not
still
like-
severely injured.
Yeah, he's still hurt, and I might be able to heal him a little bit more in a minute.
What's
but-
everybody else doing at this point? Now that these two people have
Grabbing
run
my
into the
axe
house.
out of the body.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna go look for that hand axe that I winged off to the left.
Okay, your hand axe would be over here somewhere. Your axe is in this guy.
I'm gonna head inside the house.
Okay.
And then I would walk the perimeter. I'd stay outside
Yeah.
and just take a look around and see if there's any other orcs hanging out nearby.
Yeah, it sounds like there are softer skills inside needed, and it's not named specialty.
Yeah.
So,
I like that
Yeah.
you're sensitive enough to know that about yourself, though.
Yeah.
well, he's also kind of calming down out of his rage right now.
Nate is so self-aware.
Wow.
So
Really?
self-aware.
Self-aware AF.
It's woke, right? That's what
I
it
was
is.
gonna say
Stay
that.
woke. Yeah.
Woke AF. Yep, that's what's happening right now.
Ding 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 ding
Woke
ding
dwarfs.
ding,
Woke dwarfs.
ding,
All right.
ding. Stay.
So,
Anybody?
Bones, you go to the door here with the child. If you open the door, it's locked.
I attempt to open it with my thieves' tools.
Okay, go ahead and make a check.
16.
16. Yeah, you definitely picked the simple lock that's on this door. You open it, and inside, you immediately are greeted by a small child holding a boar tusk at you, like he's going to stab you with it. And he realizes, he says, "You're not green."
I pull out Mama.
And immediately
I
begins-
show Mama to him.
He immediately begins screaming for his mother. Mom! Okay, going up the stairs.
Yep. I've still got my sword out and my shield up,
Okay,
but I'm just going real slow, just in case.
upper level. So, going up the stairs, you are here, and as you come around the corner, You see. Yeah. Okay. You see 2 goblins standing here banging on this door. And another orc over here banging on this door.
Damn it.
Go ahead and everybody roll initiative.
Oh shit!
Outside too.
Yep, outside too.
Well,
Yes!
It will just be very interesting turns.
You guys have forgiven me.
No,
How
not.
long has it been since initiative ended the last time? Has it been?
I mean, 30 or 40 seconds. You all
Great.
are moving through this house pretty quick.
Great, awesome.
All right, so we got Ani. What's your initiative?
19. Rolled a natural 20.
Bones.
4. I rolled a 1.
Gror. The child is going to go on your turn since you're dealing with him.
Okay.
Gror.
10.
10. Nain.
12.
Rhiannon.
5.
5. All right. Luckily, let me double check one thing so I can do this smoothly once we do start going. Perfect.
I have to help Laserbeam. He's got his toy stuck.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, it's an emergency. Emergency. Hands up.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
Ani, you're up first anyway.
Yes! So, have these guys noticed me?
You come up the stairs, and as you come up
quietly,
the stairs,
but maybe not stealthy.
you weren't stealthy when you came up the stairs. You just ran up the stairs. So you ran up the stairs, and these guys immediately turn around, and they do see you.
Fuck.
They would say something and get this guy's attention as well. From behind this orc, you hear a banging on the door.
Okay. I am. No, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to lunge at the goblin that's closest to me
Okay.
with my sword that still has divine favor.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack on that goblin.
Oh, jeez. 11.
11.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. That does not hit this goblin.
Yeah, I bet.
And he gets to go right after you swing at him.
Great.
And he swings at you. It's going to be a 10. No,
No.
I'm not going to do it. So he immediately, he's just as surprised as you are and swings at you a little bit. So next up is Nain. Go ahead and make a perception check.
15.
15. You begin to hear the sounds of battle coming from the upstairs of the house, as well as a child screaming for his mother.
I'll look at Gror, say, "There's fighting going on without me," and I run into the house.
Not good fighting.
Next up is the orc that's up here. He steps forward.
Do you want to move me into the house?
Yes, I'm sorry. What was you wanted to move your full movement?
Yeah. I'll come in and at least survey in this main room. I don't see any fighting here, so that can be my turn.
Okay. I'll get you to the stairs.
All right.
That seems reasonable to me. Okay. So now the orc goes. He steps forward to attack Ani, the new interloper in the event here, for a 9.
No.
Not gonna do it. These guys suck. All right, this dice is out of commission for this round. Next up is Gror. Gets to go. Your son tells you that he hears battle and moves on into the house. You might be muted.
Good call. I will, knowing that everybody is inside right now, I will in fact stay outside. And I'll hop over the railing and just walk the perimeter of the house and see if I'm like scanning the area for other orcs and shit.
Just to be clear, this is despite your son's warning and all that.
Yeah, I mean, how many orcs can there be in this house? Everybody else is in there. I'm feeling pretty good that they can handle whatever's going on upstairs in this house.
Fair enough. The other goblin gets to go. Also going to try and attack Ani.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it. Different dice too. Rhiannon, you get to go. You have come in the door. There's a child screaming at Bones for his mother. There's the sounds of battle upstairs, and the dwarf comes charging in with his axe.
I'm gonna try to get upstairs.
Okay. So you can get to the top of the stairs, and when you get to the top of the stairs, you see Ani engaged with 2 goblins and an orc.
Okay.
I say help!
Yeah, I'm gonna try, honey. I would like to target the goblin that's... sorry, I can't really tell. Is it, like, directly in front of me?
So the orc is... So there's a small wall here.
Sure.
And the orc is kind of on the other side of it. You can see him from where you are. On the other side of Ani here is a goblin and a goblin.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to target the orc if I can see him.
Yep, you can.
So am I like on a like on a?
You're like at the top of. You're like at the top of the staircase. Yeah.
Am I like within melee range of this orc?
Yeah. Technically, yes.
Okay.
I'm laughing for unknown reasons. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Gotta figure out what was very funny. I'm gonna try to shockingly grasp him.
Okay.
So he needs to. Well, is he wearing armor at all?
It's like hide and leather.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I would like to shockingly grasp him. 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Super. And that is going to be 8 damage.
Okay.
Better than
Now
I
he's just angry, I'm sure.
You kind of reach out around the corner of the room and grab onto this orc for a second and just like touch him, and he gets shocked with just like a bolt of electrical energy. And you can see a little bit of smoke rising out from his collar.
Awesome.
Bones, you have in your hands, or straight in front of you, not in your hands, quite per se, a screaming child, screaming for his mother as you hold out Mama to the child.
Yep.
Go ahead and make a charisma check at disadvantage, because you have a doll of bones in your hand.
Okay, it is an 11.
An 11?
An 11.
Hold on, sorry. I know you're close to the DC, but I forgot what it was off the top of my head. Where'd it go? Yeah, no, you are unable to persuade the child to stop yelling for his mother, and it continues yelling in front of you.
Okay, so I cover where Mama's ears would be, and I put her away.
Oh my god.
I shove the child into the room and shut the door. I'm assuming, can I hear what's going on upstairs?
You go ahead and make a perception check. Again at disadvantage because you have a screaming child in front of you.
Okay, my perception is 8.
Yeah, no, you're completely preoccupied with what's happening with this child.
Okay, I still shove him into the room, grab the door, and shut it again.
Okay.
Going really well.
So you shove the child back in the room, shut the door, and as you shut the door, you begin to hear the sounds of battle coming from upstairs. Next turn. Ani, you're up at the top of the staircase.
It's a little clustery, so from this angle, I can't see what's what.
You are engaged.
I know I've
with
got
all
him
three
on
of them.
all sides. Yep, I know I've got him on all sides. I'm going for a goblin.
Okay.
With my sword. Please fucking hit. Nope.
Well,
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Next up is a goblin. He tries to swing back at you. Come on, dice, don't suck. I hate you. For 14.
Oh.
No.
Nain.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make my way up, and I'll be behind Rihanna there on the stairs.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, you could get here. You'd take the attacks and stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
Currently-
no, I'm going to...
Currently, the
I'm
way
gonna
you're
s-
situated,
I'm-
you're behind a wall. You can't see
Yeah.
anything. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to stay there and grumble, and let me pass! Come on, let me get to him! Ah!
Fair. Next up is the orc. He swings for an attack. On Ani still.
Great.
19 on the dice. Thank God.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So it's going to be, I believe it's D8 plus 2. Yep. It's going to be for 6 damage.
Ouch.
And next up is Gror.
so
On perimeter check.
yeah, maybe I made it farther than 5 feet my last turn.
Yeah, sorry. So you started here. 20, 25, 30. You would have been about here.
I'm
Have you ever
mid-yet.
seen... Have you
So
ever
I
seen
would
a dwarf try and
continue,
climb over a rail?
I mean, maybe I didn't make it far, but maybe farther than 5 feet. So then I would just do, I would dash, I suppose, and make my way around the house, doing a scan of the perimeter, making sure I'm not going to get fuckled.
That would be about where you can get. You, as you're going around, make a perception check.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 19.
19. Behind the house is a beautiful, beautiful peach orchard. With on the trees are some of the most succulent peaches you've ever seen in your life. They're truly glorious. Nature's work of art. Nature's work of art.
Peaches come in a can. They were put there by a man in a factory downtown. Would you say there
Where's
are millions
downtown?
of peaches for me?
No, there's probably
Guys, we're gonna get hit with copyright laws. Don't do that.
probably a couple 100,000 peaches.
Multiple
Couple
nectarines.
100,000 of peaches.
Dozens and dozens of plumatos. All right.
Lovely.
Goblin. This goblin swings at Ani. For 14 again. I just really hate my life.
Big ol' bag of nope.
All right, Rihanna, you get to go.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, what else is in the corner of this room? Like basically, I'm looking at an area attack spell. Like, what else am I gonna affect? Like, what's behind these goblins?
Depends on how big the area of effect is. What's behind the goblin's walls?
Okay, it's a 15-foot cone, like emanating from my bandage.
Yeah, from where you are, you would not hit Gror with anything, but you'd hit everybody else.
Okay. Well,
Well, Gror's outside.
Well, Nain, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I was like, I hope not.
Okay. Well,
For what it's worth, I am very bloodied and very hurt.
okay. Well, I just got spell sculpting, so I think I can avoid you, actually.
Mm.
So, yeah, I want to try burning hands on everybody in front of me, excluding Chelsea.
Okay.
So they all need to do dex saving throws.
Okay. Stand by. What's my DC? Sorry.
It is 14.
14? Yeah, nobody makes it.
Great. That's good news. All right, let me figure out damage.
My bad roll streak continues.
Good, good.
Yeah, this is fine.
That is 15 damage to all of them.
Nice.
15 damage to all.
To each.
I'm sorry, one more time. Tell me what you cast again. Burning Hand?
Burning hands.
Burning Hands. Okay, so these two immediately get evaporated in a cloud of dust. While the big one you see clear signs of him being singed.
Great. I would also like to I don't know if there's any way for me to do this because I haven't moved yet. I'd like to avoid getting attacked, but I don't know if there's. Can I just sneak
you'd have
past
to
Kelsey
leave.
to where the goblin was?
Yeah, you'd have to leave a threatened square, and given the amount of space here, you just can't do that. So you could move to
Well,
here.
in that case, yeah, I'll just I'll actually move more. I'll go down 2 squares.
You could get here. You're still in the threatened square.
Right, that's perfect.
Okay.
Well, let's actually go one more to the right. One more
Give the
around.
flank.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect.
Perfect.
That's me.
Then next up is Bones.
Well,
Okay, sorry, I forgot. You have a unique situation going on. You shoved this
Yeah.
child back into the room. You are now hearing the sounds of battle above you.
I would like to somehow try to secure the door handle so that it's locked, like the kid can't get out, and then I want to stand guard outside of the door.
Yeah, make a perception check.
12.
Okay, yeah. You notice by the back door here, there is some bridles hanging for horses. You could use that to tie the door. You think you could use that to tie the door off and secure it?
I do that.
Okay, yeah. You can do that. It would eat up 10 feet of movement, in your bonus action.
That's legit. I'm fine
Okay.
with that.
All right. So then what's your next step here?
I'm standing guard outside that door.
Oh, you're just gonna stand there with it secured.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Then that is the end of your turn.
I have my weapon out. To
Okay.
be clear.
That's cool.
Okay.
Ani.
Oh, okay. Well, now I've got flanking.
And I'm sorry, I haven't been doing this, but Nain is on deck.
Thank you.
I will. I wasn't going to, but I will because I've got flanking. I'm gonna poke at this orc. That's what's left, right? That's the orc.
Yes.
I'm gonna poke at him with my sword. That'll do it. 22.
22.
Yep.
That will definitely hit.
Yeah, of course it will. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure this out because I have a new thingy. Oh yeah. So, 8 damage plus another 3 of radiant damage, so 11 total.
11 damage to this guy.
Yep.
All right. You hit him again, and he winces, and you see blood start dripping down from his face across his armor. The white fur that dresses the hide armor that he's wearing is beginning to be stained red.
I growl at him in orc. You made a mistake entering this home.
He looks back at you and he says, "We've made no mistake." Nain, with the bad guy on deck, roar to follow.
I'll say, "Oh yes!" And I step up and through Ani's square to that corner square.
I'll let him scoot by.
Yeah, and I swing at the axe.
All right.
10.
Does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Little, just too blood crazed at this point.
And I will yell at him and try to intimidate him.
Go ahead and roll intimidation.
22.
22. He's terrified of this tiny dwarf as he sits here bleeding profusely. He'll take his next attack at disadvantage, which he turns to attack Ani.
Great.
Natural 1.
That does not hit.
Doesn't hit. So, Gror. Still outside patrolling.
We'll dash, continuing around. men into the house this time, if everything looks clear out this way.
Dash, how far do you want to go?
As far as I can towards the stairs, I guess.
You are on the staircase. We'll put you right there.
Cool.
All right. So as you're coming up the staircase, you see blood starting to drip around the corner here and down the stairs.
It's concerning.
Rihanna.
I would like to. Try to hit this orc with chill touch. 24.
24. Yep.
Yeah. Great. And 7 damage.
7 damage.
And not that he would, but he can't get hit points back until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay.
There's nobody here to save him anyway, so.
So, Mike, you can't heal him.
Yeah, right.
Don't do it.
Healing the orc.
Bones.
Is there a change in noise from the room that the child is in?
He's just crying now. He's stopped screaming, but has started crying.
I would like to try to speak to him through the door.
Okay. What are you going to say to him?
I'm gonna say, hello. Your mom is okay. Everything's okay. Hello?
Go ahead and make a charisma check.
Alright.
I just picture you like
Persuasion.
waving Mama's
Persuasion if you're proficient.
I am
Wait.
not.
waving Mama's arm under the door, like hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a 6.
6. He says. He just says. Please go away. You're scarier than them.
God damn.
I say that was a really cool boar's tooth that you had there. I really liked that. Where'd that come from?
So, yeah, my dad got it for me. And that's where we're going to have to stop because it's getting long.
That's
fine. Ani.
Okay, this guy's pretty hurt. You know what I want to do? Yeah. No, I don't. I'm gonna poke at him again with my sword.
Okay.
Is Rhiannon still flanking with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Great. 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
They have forgiven me. Uh, 12 total. 10 plus 2 radiant.
Yeah. Yeah, so as you hit this guy, the radiant blast seems to scorch this glyph across his skin as it becomes black and hardened, and he falls down, dead, lifeless.
I'm kind of shove him with my boot.
He's not moving.
Great.
Cool.
Immediately, I grab my holy symbol. I put my other hand on one of my. Well, I put down my sword and my shield. I grab my holy symbol, put my hand on one of my injuries, and I do lay hands on myself for 6 hit points.
Is there still banging coming from one of the doors?
Yes. From the bedroom door further down the hallway from you, there's banging coming from the door, and it's a woman's voice saying, Eli! Eli!
Okay. I'll walk over to it. Is it barred from the side or jammed or something?
No, it's probably locked from the inside.
Okay.
You see on the door markings as if someone was trying to bang it down before you arrived.
I'll yell through it. Ma'am, the orcs and goblins are gone. It is safe to come out.
She says, but where's Eli?
Who's Eli?
My son!
I don't know.
She opens the door and she looks a little bit and she says, who are you?
I'm Nain, son of Gror.
Who's Gror?
He's over
Me,
there.
I said.
I'll walk up behind him.
She looks and says, who are you? And what, Eli? And she throws the door open and starts running down the stairs.
Let her go.
So she makes her way downstairs. And as she gets to the door,
I'm following her.
she sees Bones standing there. She says, "Where's Eli? Where's Eli?
Who?
My son! My son!"
Is he a little boy? Does he have a boar's tooth?
Yes, Eli. Where is he?
He's in here. And I motion toward the roped up door.
She says, Eli, come out. She starts fiddling with the ropes.
I'm right behind her, and I just face palm.
I don't help her at all.
She starts fiddling with the ropes. It takes her a good minute or so to get them undone.
Is Eli screaming?
Can I
Please
help her?
He's still crying, but he stopped screaming, hearing his mother's voice.
Buddy.
So she opens the door, and Eli's in her arms, and he's got his clutching his borscht, just kind of just glaring at you. She says, "Jacob, where's Jacob?
Who's Jacob?
My husband."
I don't have
This
that
is a
one in the
great
room.
game.
Yeah, we don't know any of these people.
I say,
Is that another child?
no, I put my hand on her shoulder. I say, "Come with me," and I lead her out to the porch where her husband is.
She goes out there. She says, "Oh my God, Jacob!" And she kneels down and starts seeing to his wounds. And she says, "I'm so glad you came along. They would have killed us all."
Of course. That's what we're here for. We're here to help. Is there anything I can do to help you with his wounds?
She says, "Do you have any bandages or anything?"
No. I do not have a healer's kit. I rip off. No. I rip off a piece of my cloak and I give it to her.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, I was like, I can, if I have to, I suppose I can cast some healing magic on this guy.
You don't have to, but you should. I
Yeah.
say.
How
Let's
important is he to our story? Is it worth the spell?
Yeah.
Do you want to heal him or not?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
This is the bleeding out guy on the front porch, right?
Yeah,
He's
the
on
gummy
there.
bear man.
Yeah, we'll cure wounds on him for 6 more hit points.
Okay,
What was his name again?
Jacob.
I look up at Gore and I just say,
So as you heal him again, his eyes open and he says, "What's happening? Where's Bella? Where's Eli?"
Yeah, go on in there. Everybody whose names we don't know is looking for you too.
"Is he right there with us?"
So they all head inside, and Jacob is sitting at the table, and you're all gathered around. He says,
Yeah, I want to sit.
I can't thank you enough. As you're all talking, the storm outside is pounding, thunder, lightning, shaking the house to a point.
Nice.
And Jacob says, I don't know how I can repay you. And he reaches behind him and he grabs a small pouch. He says, "Here."
Nope, I put his hand down. No.
Take it.
Put your money away. Nope.
As you guys are doing this, everyone but Ani and Gror make a perception check.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
4.
7.
9.
Jesus, you guys.
You all are perceptive AF.
Not great.
So you continue this exchange.
I tell him we can't accept your money. I think
He says,
you need
"Well, at least let us give you a place to stay tonight. You can't stay out in this."
I
You read my
agree.
mind.
And I would take your money if she's too proud.
I mean, yeah. He says, "Here, by all means," and he hands you the pouch.
Like, thanks.
This will help us rebuild our kingdom of the Iron Hills, and as much
As he hands you the pouch, go ahead and make a perception check. Roar.
It's a 15.
15.
Yep.
Yeah. As he hands you the pouch, you notice Bella, his wife, the woman, standing there fiddling with a holy symbol around her neck. And
Can I make a little religion check and see if I recognize the symbol?
you aren't the one seeing this.
Oh.
So you see her fiddling with a holy symbol around her neck, and she has a concerned look on her face.
Uh-huh. So what troubles you, madam?
She says, "Oh, nothing at all. I'm sorry."
Okay, good talk.
She puts that back in her shirt.
I have something to say to Jacob.
Yeah.
I say, Jacob, boars have 2 husks. They'd have 2.
Tusks.
That's what I meant. I asked him if he has the other one.
He says, "Yes, I'm sure I do. Somewhere out near my shop. I'll go dig it up for you."
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. She's not charismatic. She has
So weird.
no
I love
charisma
it.
at all.
But it's great.
Did I really say husks? Good lord, you
You
guys.
did. You said that word.
It's been a long weekend.
Husks.
Jacob says, I don't know why they attacked us. They never attack out this far.
Because they are vicious and cruel.
We've
I'm
heard
sorry.
of these attacks coming for weeks, but I didn't think they would come here. We're so far out of the way. I don't know what they were looking for. They were just taking everything. The worst we've had to face before this was boars getting into the orchard.
Sounds awful too. Did they say anything as they attacked? Did they say anything to you, or did they just?
No, they were
Happened?
They were very clearly looking for something. But as soon as I came out to confront them, they took me down.
Where were they looking?
Our house.
Just all through the house.
Yes.
Any room or area in particular?
No, I mean, you look around the house; it's just been tossed, except for the rooms that people were locked in and they couldn't get into. You intervened fairly quickly, so.
I'll say, when these boars get into the orchard, do you save the meat?
He says, yes. Let us make you dinner. And so they all begin to like gather around and make dinner. Bella throws together essentially what is a chicken pot pie, but she uses boar sausage.
Nice.
And
Nice.
makes a nice pie out of it and serves everybody for dinner.
Can I help her in the kitchen?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make general
There's no
intelligence
cooking
check.
Survival.
General intelligence.
General intelligence. Okay.
I'll say to Gror, do you
Oh,
think
not
when the
good.
boars get into the orchard that they call it the boarchard?
Dude, I just was thinking. I was.
the orchard.
Nope. That was it. You're off the stream. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
You have been eliminated.
Yeah. 13 on the intelligence.
13. All right. Yeah, you're able to help her capably in the kitchen, following her instructions and things. You don't mess it up too badly.
I was gonna say I probably burned something. Can I now make a religion check on her holy symbol?
Yeah, you probably noticed it while she was cooking. Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh. Religion 10.
Yeah, so looking at it, you see that it's a symbol of Timora. And there's an inscription on the back of it that you can't really make out, but you see some lines and some circles.
Okay.
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 So as you guys settle in for the night, you have dinner. As you're sitting around, Eli continues running around playing with his boar tusk and bringing you other various toys and things that he has to show you. He's begun to warm up to everybody, including even Bones. Just
That's surprising.
And it's surprising.
I'm kind of still a little bit scared of Bones.
Yeah. Not totally sold myself.
And so throughout the evening, everybody just kind of converses and spends time getting to know each other. Eli and Jacob, or Eli and Jacob, begin to tell you about their work on the orchard. They're growing peaches, which they sell to a traveling brewer who makes wines and beers.
Crisp wine.
Is he in a wagon?
Jacob says, "Yeah, well, we sell to several brewers, but the traveling one, yeah, he's in a wagon. He's a very eccentric fellow."
Stefan.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan, you've met Stefan.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a friend.
Oh yeah.
He says, well.
Well,
He's an acquaintance.
He's a
we know of
person
him.
that-
Yeah, we know of his existence.
We've
We know.
met.
Had the shitty beer.
hmm
But had that
Um,
dank ass sangria though.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Have some
that was
kind of magical
something.
sangria.
It was cool. I can't remember why.
It gave me something.
Perception or some bonus to something.
Gave me a charisma advantage for 30 minutes.
Charisma. Yeah.
Yay, notes.
Charisma sangria.
Charisma sangria.
I pull Bella aside, just like off to the side, and I say, "I noticed that you are a woman of faith. Do you have anywhere quiet I could go to pray and meditate for a while?"
She says, usually I'd pray out in the orchard, but it's fairly wet. Maybe the patio.
Okay. I go out and I pray and meditate for a little bit.
Okay. So as the night wears on, anybody else have anything you want to do, or we just kind of settle in? They set you up with the entire bottom floor. You guys can use Eli's room, the living room. They all go upstairs.
I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
I will after dinner. I'll get at least the main floor set back so it's not just ramshackled and shit everywhere. I can do that over the evening.
Fantastic.
Can I do an investigation check to see if there's anything I don't know how to word this. If there's anything that so these are relatively simple people, to see if there's anything really fancy that these orcs may have been looking for, or anything that is really out of place in a simple place like this.
I mean, it would be perception, but I mean, even standing here,
But, I'm looking
interacting,
for it.
right? Even interacting with them throughout the evening and stuff, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. They're just simple farmers.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and so
Then
we
I'll go to sleep.
okay.
Yeah, I'm mad at this lady being standoffish. She wouldn't tell me what was wrong. Fine. Take your money and run. But yeah, how many coins were in that pouch the dude gave me?
I believe it was 15 gold pieces.
Hell yeah.
Took his money.
Run it. Rich now. That's gonna make the difference.
Oh, and then on all of the
We didn't
goblins.
take his money. We accepted his thanks in the form of coin.
That's right. He offered the money to me.
Ani just glares at you while you're counting this.
I want to.
You also find on all of the bodies of the orcs and goblins, you find 10 copper pieces, 2 silver pieces, a potion of healing, and some simple axes and long swords and short swords.
Somebody writing that down.
Potion of healing and a few coppers and a silver
I got
piece.
it. I got it.
Yeah. Somebody who can cast healing spells should grab that healing potion.
Yeah.
We should tell this family, hold on to these weapons. You may need them at some point.
Yeah.
Jacob looks at you and he just says nod. And just nods, yes. As the morning comes, you all awaken to the sounds and smells of Bella making breakfast. She's made warm biscuits and the rest of the boar sausage for you for morning. She gives you the She gives you the extra biscuits to take on the road with you.
Nice.
And Jacob hands you a bag of fresh peaches as well from his orchard.
I'll take the bag of peaches.
And they say there's a militia camp a little ways north. They may have more information on these orc raids if you're interested.
say thank you.
I'm sorry, south, not north, south. You're coming out of the north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bones goes in for a high five with Eli.
Eli kind of just goes for it real cautiously.
Good sport.
The storm it passed overhead overnight. It's still very dark out. There's a little bit of sunshine peeking through the clouds, but it's probably short-lived. And so, as you set out,
I thank them for their hospitality. Lyra's blessings to you.
they say thank you again so much for the help. Anytime you're around, please stop by.
Yeah,
We'll be happy to have you.
Yeah, all right.
And so, as you begin to walk out, you begin to reach the main road near where your camp was going to be set. You can stop and pick up your random camp gear if you wish. It's now completely soaked.
Very soggy.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. That'll be nice.
But as you're kind of deciding what to do about the random camp gear, you hear horses coming up behind you on the main road. And if you turn, you see a bunch of the militia riding up on the horses behind you. And they say, "Hey, you there! What are you doing?"
We're walking outside.
We are travelers sent by Captain Raza.
Hey, whoa, we're yeah.
This is a militia. I'm doing it. We're on our way to Nightstone.
He says, "Right.
What is your name?"
My name is Jennison, but just a little ways down the road, you can find the camp with Captain Hovar. If Captain Raza sent you, he's who you're looking for." It says, we've been up all night fighting goblins and things. Have you seen any?
We have, actually.
Nearby.
We took out a small band that was attacking some farmers not far from here.
He says, "Oh, well, we would like to talk to them. Which direction?"
The farmers or the orcs? The orcs are very dead.
The farmers. The farmers. You killed the orcs.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Captain Hovar will, in fact, be happy to hear from you.
Of course. I point him in the direction of the house.
He says, "Thank you. We'll talk to the family, make sure they're okay, and set up for security."
Can I roll to check his intentions?
Yeah.
Can I...
Yeah, it'd be insight.
4.
4.
Oh my god.
He's on the up and up.
Great.
And so they begin riding off towards the farmhouse. And he pointed you just straight down the road. He said you'll find the militia camp. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Gonna eat it.
Hey, and we're back. Oh, we lost Gror. That's okay. When we went on break, we were just about to set out towards the militia camp that is a little bit north of Nightstone, southward on the trade road that we were currently following. We had just helped the farmers, the Elson family, out with a goblin problem that they were having. And that is where we currently find our adventurers heading down the trade road as the storm begins to lightly open up again with some rain.
Great. Hood's back up.
So you guys find yourself traveling down the road. You, as far as you are aware, you have several miles journey ahead of you. What's going on?
I want to walk a little bit next to Bones. And just kind of quietly whisper to her, I noticed when we were speaking with, I have too many notes, too many names. When we were speaking with Captain Raza, you took an interest in the name Jamal Abad. Does that mean something to you?
Yes.
What does it mean?
He's
Who
important.
is he? Who is he?
He's a man. Why?
Should we trust him?
Yes.
Can we trust?
Yep.
Okay. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
I'm answering all your questions, I thought. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Bones
sure
isn't
we-
great at details.
Yes, I see that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
And I just kind of hold her hand a little bit, and I say, "You're sure we can trust him?"
Yes. Jamal's good.
Jamal is good.
Jamal is
Okay.
good.
Oh, okay, good. Just
As
I've
you
been burned-
as you
yeah.
grab her hand, you notice that it is incredibly thin, kind of bony and a little cold.
okay. And I just kind of pat it a little bit and say, "Thank you. I've been hurt by those close to me before. I want to make sure we're not walking into something we can't handle."
Well, I don't know about that. You asked if Jamal is good, and Jamal is good.
Okay.
I don't
That's all
know.
I needed to know.
Yeah. It's good that we're going to see him. He can help.
So do you know him well?
Maybe? I don't know. I used to.
How
Now
long?
he's
It's
just
been a bit-
somebody
it's
that
been
you
a
used to
long
know.
No, he's just somebody that I used to know.
How long has it been since you've seen him?
I was little.
Littler than you are now?
Well, yes. It's not like I saw him yesterday. We were busy.
We were. You're very right. You make a good point. Okay.
I'm kind of like, she hasn't really spoken to me. And so I feel like Bones is just like, you're asking a lot of fucking questions.
Yeah, I am.
like, you haven't really even
Nope.
talked to me before.
Nope.
Yeah. She doesn't know how to feel about that.
I just pat her hand. Thank you.
Okay.
And I keep going.
Okay,
Oh, sorry, there's a sudden cat tussle behind me.
it happens.
Those are my favorite kind of cat tussles, the sudden ones.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise.
Yeah. So as you continue on down the road, you begin to smell campfire smoke and things as you move. You begin to hear the sounds of movement of a camp. And as you get even closer, you begin to smell rotting flesh
Oh,
and the smells of death.
Oh no.
that sounds nice.
Hang on. Don't say anything yet. I want to see a thing. I gotta read what it means. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Can I use the divine sense So I open my awareness to detect the forces of evil. I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me that's not behind total cover.
Yeah, if you like.
Yeah. I don't roll. I think you just tell me.
Okay. It's not a spell. It's an ability.
It's an ability.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's nothing evil around you.
No undead.
Nope.
Okay.
Just dead.
Just dead.
Actual dead.
Yeah.
Dead is better than undead.
I usually prefer dead over undead.
Yeah. So as you continue on down the road, the smell of death and decay is more and more present, and soon off on your right, you see the makings of what you can only assume is the militia camp. There's a guard near the front that greets you and he says, "Hello, travelers. What can I do for you today?"
Hail.
Who is this?
Guard outside the militia camp near the road.
Oh, right. Well, we're seeking, what's his name? Captain Harkin, or...
We are looking. I say hello. We're seeking an audience with Captain Hovak.
Hovak.
Kind of looks like Horus in my notes, but that's just bad handwriting.
He says, "Yes, Captain Hovak. He's in his tent. Can we announce who's coming?"
My name is Ani.
Name, son of Gror.
I'm Gror.
Okay.
Can we make that into a T-shirt?
He says, I'll just tell him a bunch of people. This
Tell
guard
him
looks seriously dejected. He looks sad. Like he just doesn't want to carry on, and he begins leading you through the camp.
Okay.
As you enter the camp, you see wounded scattered about everywhere. There's wounded horses. There's wounded men and women and children. There is a gnome woman that seems to be running around. She's wearing an apron that seems to be covered in blood. She's running around checking on all the wounded as she goes.
As we walk through, can I keep an eye out for that gentleman that I'm looking for?
Sure.
To see if he's among the wounded.
As you continue walking, you see all manner of commoners working through the camp. They're peeling potatoes. They're tending to the horses. They're doing everything they can to help this militia get back on its feet. Things are dire. Around the outskirts of the camp are small 2-man tents where you can only assume people spend time when they're not on patrols. And in the middle of the camp, there are 2 large tents. There's one that the little gnome woman seems to be going in and out of as she tends to the wounded, and then there's a larger one next to it that doesn't seem to have a whole lot of activity, but it has a guard out in front. And you are being led towards that tent.
So that one's probably a medical tent.
As you begin to enter there, you see off to your right a young elf woman cleaning an elk that seems to be hanging there, conceivably to feed people.
And I don't see the guy that I'm looking for.
Nope.
Okay. I breathe a small
Okay.
sigh of relief.
And so you enter the tent, and you see a fairly plump man with a white beard. He is holding a. He's kind of balding a little bit. He's sitting in a rocking chair. He's holding a block of cheese in his left hand, and a silver goblet in his right hand. He was just about to take a drink when you came in. And you kind of startle him, and he spills a little bit of wine down his very shiny plate armor. He quickly sets his goblet and cheese down, and he says, "What is this? Who are you? You don't appear to be regular militia."
We're
not.
not.
We aren't. Yeah. We've come from your Jamaican friend, Captain Raza.
Jamaican friend.
The captain of the guard in, where is it?
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep, thank you. We were trying to kill some orcs and stuff, and we were told to report to you.
He says, well, if Raza sent you, I must be able to trust you. You must have more than enough experience, at least than looking around. He just kind of says,
Sure.
than the militia here.
Sure.
I can give you a little extra gold. My troops are in pretty bad shape these days. They're terribly inexperienced, and they are no match for the raiders that we've seen. If the raids don't stop soon, I think we'll probably be overrun and driven from the area.
That's not good.
Do you know where the raids are originating from?
He says they just seem to come out of the forest at night. We've been trying to locate their main camp. For now, I could pay you each 50 gold for the day if you can help around the camp. We'll find a better fit for you as we move forward.
Sure.
You said they're coming only at night, not during the day?
They seem to be, but it hasn't stopped them from also attacking during the day.
Great.
But we have many things. We have wounded that need tending to, blades need sharpening, horses that need to be fed and watered, meals that need to be prepped and made. Hopefully we'll find where these raiders are camped out soon, and I'm counting on, I think, you at this point to help me dispatch them.
I look at Bones and I go, Yep, you've got it. Remembering Bones and her freaky little doll.
So, Captain
You're a crack
Hoback, you
team.
said you wanted us to help around the camp. What kind of things did you have in mind?
All manner of things need tending to. We have wounded that need care, meals that need to be made and prepped, horses that need to be fed and watered, all kinds of things. Anything you can find where you think you'd be a help.
Okay.
Endless weapons that need to be cleaned and sharpened.
Does anybody want to play Dragon Chess?
Captain, all due respect, believe me, we're more than willing and more than happy to help around the camp and help in any way that we can. We're a fairly skilled set of warriors. We've already taken out a band of goblins and orcs. Don't you think maybe we could help fight them?
I understand that. I have nowhere to send you at the moment. In the meantime, we could use the help.
All right.
I'll say, point me towards the blacksmith.
And he says he points you over towards a small nook off to the side. And he says, "You'll want to talk to Billy. He's over there working with weapons now."
Billy the blacksmith.
Billy the blacksmith.
He's not quite a blacksmith, but he'll do.
Well, maybe I can teach him a few things.
I will wander over to, or I will say, I believe that I can help with healing, and I'm going to go to the medical tent, or what I assume is the medical tent. We passed it on the way here.
Okay.
And I head that way.
Anybody else looking to help somewhere?
I will go to the kitchens and help with food prep.
Okay.
I'd probably follow Nain.
Okay. Bones?
Man. Can she help? Can she help with like tending to wounded people?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's start with the blacksmith. But let's start with food prep. So you walk over and you see a number of people just kind of sitting there peeling potatoes. There's a halfling man dressed in leather armor, kind of looks like you, and he says, "You're waiting for something to do."
Yeah.
He says,
Yeah.
"Well,
Give me something to do.
in the meantime, peel these potatoes." And he hands you a small knife and a potato.
I start peeling potatoes.
All right. So go ahead and roll a d10.
Oh my God, please be one.
8. You successfully are peeling about 8 potatoes every 10 minutes or so. And so, yeah, you're peeling potatoes next to this halfling man in leather armor, and he says, "So, how'd you end up here?"
It's kind of a long story. I'd rather not get into it right now. I just want to be of help.
Fair enough. Well, I've been here for a few days, and they haven't used me for anything I'm good at yet.
What are you good at?
He says, "Well, fairly skilled hunter, but potatoes are really easy to kill." He continues peeling potatoes.
Do they have other hunters out looking for meat, or are they just relying on?
He said, "Yeah, there's a few hunters out looking for meat and doing their thing, but they just don't see the value in me. I think they just look at me and see someone small."
Who gives you your orders?
Captain Hovac, waiting for him to tell me where to go.
Interesting. I mean, I feel kind of bad for the guy. Poor little guy.
You can peel and talk at the same time.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit here and peel and chat with him.
All right. So they continue peeling potatoes for a while, talking about things.
Okay.
And then we'll jump to the blacksmith.
Yes.
You two walk up, and you ask for Billy.
Billy the blacksmith.
Billy the blacksmith.
He says, "Well, I'm Billy," and in front of you is a pimply-faced teenage boy
Oh,
who
Billy.
looks severely out of his element. He's wearing a leather apron and is sitting there slowly and very sloppily sharpening swords. He says,
Okay.
"I've been doing this for days, and there's no help. You here to help?"
Well, yeah. First of all, you're doing it the hard way, and because I'm proficient with smith's tools, I'll show him the better way to sharpen a sword.
Awesome. He says, "Oh, thank you for the help, especially from a pair of dwarves.
Yeah.
My dad, he was supposed to help me with this, but he died a number of days ago, and now I just fix this, sharpen that, make arrow tips, whatever."
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Billy. Did your father die with honor in battle?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, then he will be remembered, and he's with the gods now.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh shit! Is he not with the gods? 4.
He says,
I might give him I could probably try to give him a slightly more cleric approach for some, yeah.
roll again, and you can have advantage.
On what now did you say it was?
No,
perception?
for Nain would get advantage.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be persuasion.
Hey, that's better. 17.
17. Okay, all right, yeah, fixed it.
You know the gods, and I'll just look at Dad.
Like, I got you.
He just goes, "Yep."
Yep, the gods.
Billy says, "Yeah, he must be. And so he goes back to sharpening, and as you show him how to do things more properly and more efficiently.
Obviously, he's doing it poorly, so I'll say to him, "You know what makes this even easier?
No.
Ales. So why don't you run and get the three of us a couple ales and come back?"
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good. And he just gets up and
All right.
runs off to get the ale.
That's cute.
He was, and I'll say to Grower once he's out of earshot, he was just getting in the way.
Tell me about it. Yeah. I'll have to show him how to use a weapon properly too, when he gets a minute.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, and so those of you that go to tend to the wounded.
Yeah.
So you encounter the small gnome woman. Her name is, what was her name?
Small gnome woman.
Small gnome woman, yeah. I think that was her name.
Her name is Pira. And she's not a healer by trade, but she's running around, and she's the one that's here to do this job.
Yo, me too.
And so she's running around tending to the wounded the best she can. That she's has them triaged into certain categories of how close they are to death, basically. And you offer help, and she hands you a pile of bandages. She says, "Yeah, go do what you can." And so Ani, you wander off
Yeah.
to go help some patients. How do you want to help them?
Well, let me take a look and see what I can do.
We can tend to their wounds, or you may use some magical means if you have it.
Yeah, I do. I want to head toward so if they're triaged, I want to head towards the guys who are in like on death's door,
Okay.
and I'll do a couple of lay on hands on them.
Okay. You kind of head towards a more back area of the camp. We don't really want people to see this part of the process. So
That's
you
okay.
head more to a back area of the camp, somewhat out of the
Yep.
way.
Yep.
Um,
So I go. Here's what I do. I go to two of them, and I grab my holy symbol, and I heal them each for 5 hit points each, or 5 healing each.
okay.
And then I go to a third one, and I do the same thing.
There's 4 patients back here that are not doing super hot at the moment.
Okay, then I do the first. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't tell you that when you walked up.
That's fine. I'm gonna redistribute that a little bit then. So the first, who is like the most hurt?
It's hard to tell, but probably the man that's furthest on the left.
Great.
He has
So I go to him.
he's got a massive head wound that seems to be bleeding out onto the ground where his head lay on a small sack.
Okay. So for him, grab my holy symbol, put my hand like over the head wound, kind of covering his eyes a little bit. I give him 4 healing.
Okay, and as you do that, you put your hand on his head and concentrate. You see the wound kind of close up and seal a little bit as his head begins to reform and fill in ever so slightly. And you see some breath where his chest, the rising and falling of his chest was incredibly shallow. It's now much deeper, and you see him taking deeper, larger breaths.
Okay. I move on to the next 2. They each get 3.
Okay.
The last one, I do the same thing. Put my hand on his wound, grab my holy symbol, look very confused for a minute. Hold on, let me check. Try to see how many he gets. He gets 2 hit points.
Okay. And so
So
yes.
so it's 4, 3, 3, 2. And the last one, I'm a little confused.
Okay. They all seem to get a little bit of life back into them. They don't seem nearly as close to death as they were previously. They're essentially stabilized at this point.
And I say a little prayer to Lyra over each of them.
Okay. Fantastic. Bones, how are you helping people?
I would like to find anyone who has a broken bone.
Okay.
Oh, God.
And I would like to attempt to set that bone for them.
Okay. In the lower risk triaged area, you see 3 people. 2 of them are children. One of the children has a broken arm. One of the adults there has a broken femur, and the other child has just like something's wrong with his foot. They think like the ankle's sprained or broken or something.
Okay. I'll go to the ankle.
Okay.
And I'll say hi.
It's a little boy, and he says, "Hi,
Oh,
my name's Theodore. How are you?"
No.
I'm great, Theodore. You look like you're in some trouble.
He says, "Yeah, my foot really hurts, but Daddy told me not to cry about it."
Well, it's okay for boys to cry. It's not masculine at all. We're going to set this bone. And I would like you to, here, I have this for you to bite down on. And I hand him a wooden dowel.
He says, "Okay,
It's gonna hurt for just like a second, and then it's gonna feel all better.
Okay. He puts it in his mouth and bites.
Terrific. Aw, you're doing a great job.
Okay.
And so then, do I make a medicine roll? Would you
Yep.
like me to do that?
Yep. It's gonna be a medicine check.
Oh, it's a 20.
Oh,
Hey!
fantastic! Because this could have gone the other way.
This could have gone really badly. Because Colleen, I'm willing to bet that you are not proficient in medicine.
No.
So yeah, you again, with your knowledge of the anatomy of the human body, of just the skeletal form in general, you definitely just kind of just set his ankle, and for a moment you see the boy grimace and bite down. You hear the cracking of the wood as he bites down hard, and he a little bit of a tear runs down his eyes. He says, "Oh, I think it feels better."
Oh, that's great. And I take some of the bandages that the lady gave me, and I tie it around his ankle.
Okay, just kind of to keep it immobilized as much as you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I say, don't stand up.
He says,
You gotta stay right here.
"This is okay. I won't.
Awesome. Good job. And then I want to go to another patient. Can I do more than one?
Sure."
Okay. I'd like to. Who do I have left?
There's the man with the broken arm and a man with a broken. There's a child with a broken arm and a man with a broken leg.
Child with a broken arm.
Okay.
I say, hi.
Hi, my name's Edward. How are you?
I'm great, Edward. Gosh, you refugee kids have great manners.
And they all sound the same too.
You're so polite. Hey, so I just fixed your friend over here. I just fixed his ankle, and I was thinking I could help you too. It might hurt just a little bit while I fix it, though. What do you say?
Ain't no thing, doll. Better?
Oh, boy.
Is that better? Did I fix it?
Oh my god, it's so much better! No, it's so great.
That's better, yeah. Yeah, that's better.
It's helping my immersion.
Yeah, I feel immersed now.
Yeah.
Immersed AF.
Okay, so I do the same thing.
Okay.
I give him the wooden dowel. I wipe the wooden dowel
Yeah, he
off
puts
of
it in
my
his mouth.
hands.
Wait, no.
Yeah. And my roll was a 14.
Mm.
Oh god.
You not quite as smoothly as you did the ankle.
Arms are harder.
Yeah, totally. I get it. But you are able to get the bone back in place after a couple tries.
Oh my god. No.
And as you do it, the boy just you can hear him kind of screaming through the wooden dowel as you get the bone set back in place.
Okay. But I get it set back in place.
You do.
I tie it up. I retrieve the wooden dowel. I kind of give him a gentle little pat on the shoulder. And I say, I'm sorry about that, Edward, but you did a really good job.
Thank you, thin lady.
Then I turn and I look at the adult with the leg issue, and I just walk away.
Oh, okay. All right. He's considered...
Yep. I know we'll get back to this later, but I go toward the lieutenant that we were speaking to.
Captain
earlier.
Hovac? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can head back and talk to Captain Hovac now if you want, while everybody else is still doing their thing.
Yeah, terrific. I'd like to do that.
Okay. So you go to talk to Captain Hovac. He says, excuse me, can I help you with something?
Yes, Jamal. Where's Jamal?
Jamal? Jamal Abad?
The one and only.
He says, I don't know. If I knew, I wouldn't be here. Probably be out fighting the orcs or dead myself.
Okay, but what
Probably owe
happened?
him a thank you.
Was he taken away?
No, he just disappeared on us. Don't know much. I heard some... we went looking for him, obviously. We didn't just leave him, but best we heard is he was headed south. Some trader told me he mentioned he was headed towards Cholt. Knowing Jamal is probably a slip of the tongue. He usually doesn't say much to people, like specifics about his business.
What did he leave behind?
Only his military gear. He didn't have much in the way of personal items. It's just I usually saw him with a small book, some writing utensils. I likely took that with him.
Okay, I thank him. And then I go find an area of the camp for myself.
As you're about to head out, a young boy comes dashing into the captain's tent. You guys overall have spent a few hours kind of milling about the camp, helping with what you can now. And this young man comes sprinting into the tent, and he says, Captain Hovac, sir, I think I found." And he kind of stops for a minute and is a little bit startled by your presence. And then he turns to ignore you, and he says, I think I found a group of them, sir. They're hanging out in some old ruins, a couple hours horseback from here. There's a mess of them. If you want me to, I could take you there. That storm's rolling back in, though.
There's a bunch of orcs over there, you're saying?
You guys are over by the blacksmith thing, so Bones is currently
I don't hear this.
overhearing. Yeah, Bones is currently overhearing
Okay.
this exchange.
I holler, who is closest to me of my party in this situation?
Rhiannon. With the
I
way the
call
camp
to
is
her.
arranged. Okay.
I say, Rhiannon,
I
come here.
hear her and I go to her.
Okay.
I say, there's orcs nearby. I think we should go.
How nearby?
As you guys are saying this, I assume you just kind of stepped out of the tent. As you guys are saying this, you can hear Captain Hovac behind you. He says, "Good, that's excellent news. Good work, Evan. Go find those adventurers that were here. I need them."
Uh-huh.
And he sends Evan out of the tent. And he runs into you, and he says, "I don't recognize you. I think the captain wants you."
Does he want us to fight some orcs?
I don't know. Maybe. I found some.
Okay. And then I say, we should go gather. Our friends that are with the blacksmith.
Where are they? I'll run and get them for you.
They're with the blacksmith, and the other one is healing some people.
Okay, I'm on it. He runs off and gathers them. About 5 minutes go by. Everybody starts wandering up.
Back to the captain's tent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you
we-
all are outside the captain's tent. Yeah.
Yeah, this kid says something about orcs, and I take off,
Okay.
like running toward the captain's tent.
We'll share the information that we have about
Yep.
what is going on with the rest of our party.
I put my hand on my sword. I say, "Let's go."
Yeah, I'm curious to see what this captain's got to say about it.
Okay. So you go in the tent. Captain Hovac says, "Excellent, my friends. I have something for you to do." Evan here has found a bunch of orcs and goblins he believes to be their main campsite. It's centered around some ruins to the south. We hadn't found it until today. Evan here will lead you to the ruins. At that point, Evan looks up and he says, "Sir, the storm?" And he says, "Evan here will lead you to the ruins."
Don't be such a bitch, Evan.
voluntold.
Man.
Says it's a few hours from here, but I can lend you some horses for the journey if you need.
Outstanding.
Great.
As Evan said, the storm's on its way. It's probably wise to get a move on.
Wait, I'm sorry. How many days to get to where this place was? How far is it from here?
A few hours by horseback.
Then we're good to go.
Yep, let's go. What time of day is it?
Midday.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to tell, however, because it's been rainy and cloudy and gross. For
Yeah, but
the
like
last
we've
2
been
days.
awake for a few hours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've been awake for a while. So you all begin heading out on horseback. It's a full day's walk, or about half a day or so by horseback.
Great.
So as you begin heading out, Evan says, "I don't know if I saw everything, but I can tell you I saw 3 of them orc creatures, a couple of them little tiny ones, and that was a few hours ago. So I don't know what's there now, but one of them orcs, he looked a lot fancier than the others. Wore some pretty nice clothes."
Oh God.
For an orc.
For an orc.
Okay.
So, roughly 1 hour into your journey. Everybody go ahead and make a perception check.
7.
Sam?
That's
18.
I also got 18.
Nice.
Hey, 3 18s.
3 18s. Those of you who rolled an 18, as you're riding down the road, you see a little ways off to your left, next to the road, a man tied up, hanging from a tree, with what appears to be a note pinned to his chest.
oh no.
Oh boy.
Like, hanging by his neck?
Hard to tell from here.
Okay.
Does he look alive? Like he's not moving? I'm assuming he's just hanging?
There's not a lot of movement. It's kind of from where you're at. It looks like it could be swaying in the breeze.
Let's go figure out what's up with that.
Yeah, I would cautiously approach the hanging man.
Okay. As you begin approaching the,
I would announce the hanging man to those of my companions who didn't see it.
fair.
And then,
Fair.
and then
All
roll
right.
up.
So as you begin to approach the hanging man, he says, "Hey, you, can you help me down here?"
Maybe.
Who are you and how'd you get up there?
Yeah.
Can we read the note from this distance? Or
Like,
is it
are
too
you a
far away?
rapist or something? Like, because I think you're good otherwise.
Then no. Can we read the note from here?
As you approach, you see that the rope is tied up under his arms, and his feet are dangling a few feet off of the ground. He sways slightly. He appears to be wounded somehow. He winces in pain every once in a while. And the note on his chest has the words, I'll spell it, STUPDWHOMN written on it. And it's literally pinned to his chest.
Oh, nice.
So it says stupid human.
Pretty much.
Stupid human. So, did an orc do this to you then?
He says, well, it happened a few hours ago while I was scouting for the forest, and you start to notice that his color, his cloak seems to match the militia, his armor seems to match the militia. I heard a commotion over here. There was a pretty lady and a little boy. They were being led through the forest by some goblins. Her dress was torn. It looked like her arm was all bruised up. They might have roughed her up a bit. I wanted to help, but I was pretty sure I was outnumbered. They did fight pretty hard, though. That little boy wasn't going to give up. He pulled a fang or something from his pocket and jabbed one of them goblins with it.
Oh, God.
Was it a boar tusk, perhaps?
He kind of looks at you and he says, "Hey," he motions down towards his boot. Anybody want to investigate this boot?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is,
We'll leave him hanging, but let's see what's in his boot. Yeah.
someone walks up and pulls the boar tusk out of his boot.
Uh-oh. So the family didn't make it then?
Well, no, the little boy drew blood, but the goblin just smacked him across the head. He knocked him out cold. The woman became pretty crazy after that. So he walloped her too.
What direction did they go?
Then he reached down and pulled the necklace off of her neck.
Mm,
Oh, God.
a holy symbol.
They continued on south after they tied me up. I hurt my ankle when they pounced on me. They had a big dog with them. They didn't want me slowing them down, so I thought they were going to kill me, but instead, they did this. They took my dagger, too. One my wife gave me. It was nothing super fancy, but had Nicole written on the handle. I liked it.
Bone starts
Was it-
running south.
Was Nicole your wife?
Nicole was my wife.
I try to cut him down.
Everybody go ahead and make a perception check while he's being cut down.
Bones just ran away.
Yep.
15.
Oh, no. 5. 5.
9.
Better than 10. You notice
Nope.
Bones ran to the south as soon as he said to the south.
I'm still cut. I'm just
You,
like
you can easily
I've got
cut
my
him down,
foot.
and you can
I was
easily
gonna
cut
say,
him down
I
and
just-
get him to the ground. Evan looks
Sorry.
up. Evan looks up and he says, "I can get him back."
Yes, Evan, please take him back. Take him back to the medical tent. Tell Piera, that his ankle needs attention. I do it myself, but I can't.
So I'll say father, and I'll just point at Bones.
Shit. We should follow Bones then. You all set here? You'll be able to manage yourself, sir. Or Bustyfoot got taken care of.
Yeah,
Somebody's dealing with Bustyfoot.
Evan says, I got him. I'll take him back now. The ruins are a little bit further south. It must be where they were headed with the boy and the woman.
All right. Yeah, come on, squad. Let's roll out.
Who took the tusk from his foot?
But we didn't specify who. I did.
Sure, Ani.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I cut him down.
Seems legit.
All right. Do you still have the tusk?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. So as Bones begins heading towards where they were directed, go ahead and make a survival check.
Everybody.
Bones.
Oh boy. 7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
You begin heading south, but you're uncertain as to the exact direction that they went. You can continue following the road, but that's all you got.
How can I see the people, like my counterparts behind me? How fast? Like, how far behind me are they?
Did anyone turn to follow her?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody turns to follow you.
Once they pointed her out, I would continue on.
Yeah.
I mean, their pace would quicken. They end up about 10, 15 feet behind you. They're not far behind you. Okay.
I stop and I look at them and I say, "Which way?"
The ruins are to the south.
Right.
That's about as much as we know.
Let's go with Ani. Survival check. No, wait. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the other game.
You bet.
Nain. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay. Let's see. Survival. 11.
You see in the road, you see what seem to be large footprints of a canine, like very large canine footprints. Several sets of small footprints that could belong to halfling, but they have clawed feet. And some other larger humanoids that are traveling with them.
There's tracks here.
Which way?
On the ground.
Yeah, they continue heading south on the road. Some of the creatures are walking like on and off the road, like they're zigzagging a little bit, but mostly heading down the road.
Continue down the road south.
Yep.
Well, very good.
Great.
Okay, and as you head down the road, a little ways in front of you, maybe 100 yards or so, after about another 10, 15 minutes of travel, you see in the distance the forms of a bunch of creatures, mixed with a large dog-like creature as well. And you see that in the distance in front of you.
I say, surely it is them. He mentioned they had a big doggo with them.
Is that a dog? It looks really big for a dog.
It's a big, scary orc doggo, I bet.
I crouch down to sneak.
Okay.
I look at her as she crouches and is sneaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to try and sneak up on them? They currently have their back to you. They're unaware of you. They're about 100 yards or so away. The way this road is set up, you could travel up the road. There's some trees on either side of the road. How do you want to get up there?
I think we should try to stealth and get the drop on them.
I'm not very sneaky.
I am not very stealthy.
I'm not either, but I think we should try it.
If some of you want to, that's fine. It still gives us an advantage.
Yeah, we'll roll up and y'all come hit them from the flanks.
I'm not incredibly stealthy either, but I could try.
I am super not. I want to try it.
Yep.
Be my guest.
Bones, you and I sneaking through the forest.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Stealth check.
Do you guys want to go on the same side of the road or opposite sides of the road?
I think we should go opposite and kind of go around.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll
I will
stealth.
join one of them.
For what it's worth, I have disadvantage on stealth.
19.
4.
22, actually.
Okay. So as
Wait, let me make sure.
hold on one second. Let me roll a perception.
Heh. 4.
Okay. As you are, Ani, as you are creeping through the trees, you notice one of the goblins kind of look over towards you and then look immediately away. He almost made eye contact with you, and then you hear him turn and kind of say something to the larger humanoid next to him.
This is a goblin.
Yes.
Can I hear what he's saying? Can I understand what he's saying?
Do you know Goblin?
No.
Yep. Then no, you cannot.
Fuck.
All right.
Oh, I know Goblin.
When he does that, I take out my sword.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative as the group behind them is now rolling up behind them.
Yes.
What's the natural 20?
Not quite that good.
A 23.
This dice rolled the same thing twice in a row, I feel like. It's a shit roll.
Okay, Ani, what do you have?
9.
9. Bones.
21.
21. Groar.
18.
18. Nain.
17.
17. Rhiannon.
23.
3. All right. So, as you are sneaking up behind them, the hobgoblin in the back turns to face the people coming up the road. There is no surprise here.
Fuck. Oh, there's so many of them.
And the goblin turns to face Ani in the tree.
Great.
No one's looking at Bones.
Just so you're aware, I think Emily was sneaking in the woods as well.
I am.
Oh,
I'm on the opposite
were you?
side.
What was your
Yeah.
stealth roll?
It was
You
the
had a good one.
21.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good. We'll put you over here then. This side
Where
of the
am I?
road did fine. Oh, you can't see you, but you're right here.
Okay.
We'll move you forward one. There.
Stealthier than I thought.
And we can't see that one either. Let's move that there. Okay. Radical. So, first up in this mess is Rhiannon. So walking up the road here, it's raining, it's wet, it's cold. The road is basically just a mud pit. You see some of the goblins walking off the road, probably to avoid the rain. You see in the front here, leading the party is a bugbear, with
God.
a hobgoblin bringing up the rear, some goblins intermixed in the middle, and a warg in the middle of the group as well.
We're gonna die.
And they have seen us, yes. Like, it's obvious
They are
that
aware.
have
They're aware of the people behind them and Ani here in the trees at this point.
But not me or Bones.
Yeah, they don't know you and Bones are over in the trees there right now. And so that's the situation. You do not see the two humanoids that the man in the tree, who, by the way, gave you his name. I may not have mentioned it. His name was Burka. So you do not see the two humans that Burka mentioned.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. How far away am I from the first enemy here? Yeah.
50 feet to the hobgoblin.
Super. I guess I'm gonna try to get him with chill touch. So, it creates a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range, which is 120 feet. It doesn't really say anything about like where it comes from. It just kind of like appears near him.
Yeah, so it just kind of reaches out. I always kind of
Yeah.
imagine chill touch as a hand that just kind of places itself on your shoulder, and you just
Yeah.
get this chill down your spine.
So he wouldn't hopefully know where exactly it's coming from, and I won't give my location away.
That's fine.
Cool. So 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Great. Wow. For 6 damage.
6 damage to this hobgoblin. Oops. Okay.
And I'm going to stay exactly where I am.
Okay. Next up is Bones, also hidden in the woods.
I would like to dash forward as a bonus action
Okay. How far do you...
to right behind them.
it's 30 to here. You want to go all the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to get him with my rapier.
Okay. The goblin in front of you or the hobgoblin?
The hobgoblin.
Okay.
For 14?
14 does not hit the hobgoblin, unfortunately.
Ah, crap. Okay.
The hobgoblin goes.
Oh, good.
Slightly confused about what's happening. Something comes up behind him, touches him on the shoulder, and feels a chill down his spine. He turns around and sees Bones there, trying to stab him with a rapier. And so he goes to hit her with his longsword. Nope. For 10?
No.
Nice. Gror is up next with a goblin on deck named to follow.
Okay, so we're gonna cast that same spell again. Divine Favor. Gives me the D4 radiant damage on a hit.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20 straight forward. Nope, wrong token. Yep. And that's flanking on the what's his nuts there, right?
The hobgoblin, yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and swing the Warhammer at him with advantage for 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
I'm glad. Nice. 16 damage for him.
Holy shit.
Damn.
I've gotten a 4 on the D4 every time I've rolled with this effect on.
So you swing your hammer at the hobgoblin, and between the icy touch on his shoulder, the distraction of almost being stabbed by Bones, and this hammer, he is just put straight to the ground.
And then I will shout, "For Moradin!" So if any of those motherfuckers don't know I'm there, they know I'm there now.
This guy goes, turning towards Bones to try and hit her with his tiny little axe. Oh, God. Uh, 19 on the dice. He's going to hit you.
Boy.
It's going to be this. For 8 damage.
Oh, boy. All right.
Next up is Nain.
Okay. I will go into a rage and move up 20 feet.
Okay.
And swing my war axe at the one that just swung at Bones.
Okay.
22.
That'll hit.
Fuck yeah, I will. Maxed it for 17.
Oh, yes.
You walk up with your great axe and just whoosh, put him straight to the ground. Goblin's dead.
And I'll take my next 5-foot step into that square and face the beast.
Okay. Next up is the bugbear. He's alerted to something happening behind him. He turns around and sees all these people attacking from the rear. He's going to come to the first person he can get to, which he sees as Bones, and take a swing at Bones.
Oh, gosh.
It's going to be a 10 to hit.
Nope.
Lame. All right. Next up is this goblin who hears everything going on behind him, turns around, sees Nain, attacks Nain with his sword. Natural 20.
Hey.
Well, that's going to hit.
Double dice. Ooh, that was good. So 9 damage.
All right. So I take 4 of that.
Yeah, it is slashing.
Rage mode.
Rage mode.
And then the warg goes, who was alerted by this goblin to Ani's presence over here. He
God
moves towards
damn
Ani.
So I get an attack of opportunity on him.
You do.
Yep.
He said the thing.
He said the thing.
19 to hit him.
19 will hit the warg as he moves away.
It's way less exciting the second time.
Yeah.
Right. 10 points of damage to him.
10 points of damage to the warg as he moves
Hey,
away.
that's not bad though.
As he begins to move away, he just hits him in the back.
Yeah, fuck that dog.
But the warg does get an attack on Ani still.
Great.
For 15.
Nope.
Nope. Lame.
Nice.
All right. Next up is the last. Oh, he's last. Is this goblin who turns around to see Nain, or Gror.
Yep.
Green for Grower.
Yep, and
Green
attacks
for Grower.
for 22.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be 7 damage.
Oh. You fucker.
Next up is Ani.
Ani is going to poke at the warg with my long sword. I was going to try to sneak up on him, but he beat me to it. No, wait, not that one. That one's terrible. 17 to hit.
17 hit the warg. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. He's big.
Okay. 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. As you poke at the warg again, kind of yelps a little bit, questioning all of his life choices.
As well you should.
This guy gets to go. He hears the fighting behind him and moves forward to attack Nain.
Bring it.
It's going to be 16 on the dice. Plus 4,
16
so 20.
Yeah, 16. Well, 20 will hit too.
Okay. Well, that's good. Not a crit, though. So, but still 7 damage.
All right. Thank you.
Slashing.
Just say thank you for damage.
Yep.
Thank you.
May I have another?
And Rhiannon, we're back to you. Over in the trees. They still aren't really aware you're over there.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I'm gonna try to hit the. Is it the bugbear that's in front here? Or sorry, all the way to the right, I guess.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
guy.
that's the bugbear.
Cool. I'm gonna hit him with frostbite.
Okay.
He's got to make a con saving throw.
Okay. What's my DC?
14.
Yeah, he makes it.
Okay, so
Isn't that a lot of
nothing. Not
ice damage
not
there, Elsa?
I know, right? Okay. Yeah, so I failed. Then I'm gonna sit here in the trees.
Pout
Because they
about
don't
it.
know where I am.
Okay. And then Bones gets to go.
I will go ahead and attack the one that's right in front of me.
Okay.
That's 19.
I'm sorry, the bugbear or the goblin?
The bugbear.
Okay. Yeah, you hit the bugbear.
Okay. And I get sneak attack on that, correct?
Yes.
So that is 10 piercing.
Okay. Is that it?
And yep, that's it.
Okay. So yeah, you hit the bugbear with your rapier, and
Yep.
you see a little bald spot where you kind of shaved off some with the very, very sharp tip of your blade. Some fur, sorry. And next up is Gror with Nain on deck.
So there's
Hey,
a little
Colleen,
boy.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Did you add your sneak attack to that?
I did.
Okay.
There's a little guy there, off to my diagonal.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to smash him.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit him?
17 will hit him.
Super duper. Well, 8 damage for him.
8.
Yeah, not so good that time.
Still enough. As you hit him with your hammer, this goblin just crumbles under the weight and might of your blow.
Cool. Then I will do 25 feet towards the warg.
To here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if I can make it down 1 square, I think I'd technically be flanking.
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Then next up is Nain.
All right. I'm going to swing at the one right in front of me.
The goblin?
Yep.
Okay.
19
19 hits.
for 9 points of damage.
All right. As you hit this goblin, just obliterate him with one blow.
Oh, look at the other one. And
Go ahead and make intimidation.
I could do that. Natural 1.
Oh.
You
I
scream.
start coughing.
The bugbear gets to go, chuckling a little bit under his breath at that terrible, terrible roar.
That motherfucker.
He swings at Bones. Oh, for 7. God damn it.
Nope.
Warg goes, takes a bite at Ani.
Great.
16.
Nope.
Damn.
Put my shield up.
Ani goes.
Great. I'm gonna poke at him with my sword.
Poke, poke.
Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? No.
Nope. All right.
No. Sorry, I was gonna do something else. Am I flanking with Gror?
Yes.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh God, they're both terrible. 10.
10.
Yeah.
That does not hit.
Yeah, but
The
I
goblin
hit
here.
the tree instead.
The goblin here gets a chance to hit at Nain. For 14.
Nope.
Next up is Rhiannon.
I'm gonna go for chill touch on the bugbear.
Okay.
So, 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Bummer.
Hmm.
Well, that's what I got.
All right.
Phew.
Bones.
I will also attempt to hit the bugbear.
Okay.
13.
13 does not hit the bugbear.
Mm.
That's
Next up is Gror.
Hey, look, I'm flanking on this this warg over here.
Nain, you're on deck.
Well done.
Yep, that's good for 24 to hit.
24 will hit the warg.
Thank you, advantage. The other one was a 2. So that's 15 damage for him.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you hit this warg with your hammer, you just see the dog, again, like the goblins, just collapse under the mighty weight of your blow.
Hot diggity dog. Then I will about face and move to flanking across the kitty corner there from Red.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
All right, then. Nain.
Oh, I'm swinging at this dude.
Perfect timing.
Oh, yeah. Oh. 14. Oh, I have advantage because of flank.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh,
19 on the die.
Yes.
19. Now you got him.
Ooh. 11.
11. Yeah.
Yep.
One solid swing of your great axe. Goblin is just obliterated.
And now I'll just look at the bugbear.
Move to flank, I say.
All right.
Is that-
Yeah, sure.
Is that the only thing left?
Looks like it.
It's the only thing we see on the battlefield.
Great.
Yep. So this bugbear is there. He's gonna attack Bones one more time. 8.
No.
No, sir.
These would be great enemies if they didn't have me running them. Ani.
I was nervous, and I'm less nervous. Can I get to the bugbear with a speed of 30?
No.
No, the 30 puts you here.
How's he looking?
He's looking pretty rough. Not crazy hurt, but he's not great.
I'll just hold my turn and... Yeah, I don't really want to prepare an action. I just have full faith that Bones and Nain can take care of this.
Okay.
And can I, like, loot the bodies of what we've killed while they're finishing up
you
business?
could get 30 feet to here.
Yeah. Well, we took the bodies away, but aren't there a bunch of bodies
Yeah,
around?
I mean, you can get 30 feet to there, but that's about as much as you could do.
That's fine.
Okay. Next up is Rien.
how's he looking?
I mean, not great, but not terrible.
Okay, so
Call him solidly half damaged.
okay. I feel like at this point be very frustrated that I'm not doing a lot to help the group, so I want to magic missile him.
Oh, shit.
Always hits.
Yep. So
And that'll help the group.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Fucking 9, 11, 12. Well, no, 10, right?
10?
Oh no, sorry, it's each dart, so 12.
12?
Damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whap, whap, whap.
Yeah, so all of a sudden 3 missiles come flying out of the trees, completely blindside this bugbear, and boom, boom, boom. He takes 3 arcane blasts up his side, and you see blood now pouring out the side of his body where you just hit him. Bones.
I'm stabbing him. 20.
20, you hit him.
Nice.
Finish him.
13 piercing.
13. Yeah, so the 3 arcane blasts hit him, and just as you see that happen, you drive your rapier straight through his heart.
Yeah, I do.
And you feel the weight. You feel the weight of his body land on your sword as it droops down, and you let him slide off. Falls back onto the ground.
I walk out of the trees towards my group and go, finally, God.
Awesome.
Yeah, we made short work of that cluster.
Awesome. Yeah.
I was nervous, and then I wasn't.
Yeah.
We had good maneuvers, good tactics there.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the tactics.
I want to loot the
Like hiding in the
bodies.
trees.
So, looking around here, who's looting what and where?
Me. I don't know what's near me because I can't see the map, and I didn't kill anything.
Near you, there's a couple goblins in the hobgoblin. Near where Bones was standing is the bugbear, a goblin. There's the warg over by the tree, and there's a couple goblins near Gror.
I doubt the ward will have anything. I'll just loot what's near me.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to, whatever is right next to me, I'll take a look at.
Okay.
And if there's
So
anybody that hasn't been looked at, I'll do the same.
okay. Then Ani, you find 3 silver pieces and 5 copper pieces,
Wahoo!
and a gemstone worth 10 gold pieces.
Woohoo!
Rhiannon, you find 1 gold piece and a dagger with Nicole inscribed in the handle.
Oh.
All right.
Nain, you find 5 gold pieces and a small garnet, a purple gemstone.
Sweet.
And on the bugbear bones, you find a magnifying glass.
Okay.
Could use it for looking at bones.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, how many silver pieces did I find?
You found 3 silver pieces, 5 copper pieces.
Was that it for the bugbear, the magnifying glass?
Magnifying glass.
Can I inspect it? Does it seem unusual in any way?
As you pick up the magnifying glass, you believe that this magnifying glass will help you locate clues and secret passages. From now on, you have conditions. Whenever you perform a perception or investigation check, you will always bring the magnifying glass up to your eye. Failure to do so gives you disadvantage on the roll.
Oh boy. Okay.
In addition, the magnifying glass is always in your possession, and you do not want to give it up for any reason.
My precious.
Ha ha ha!
So I've heard about rings like this.
Okay, but if I do use it, does it give me a benefit? Like you said, if I don't use it, I get disadvantage. If I do use it, I get advantage.
It's hard for you to say at this point. You haven't used it yet.
Well,
Okay.
How about that?
How about that?
Cool.
So, yeah, there you go. Evan told you before he rode away that you were about 30 minutes of further travel south along the road to the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't see the little boy and his mother.
No, oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, you don't really find any sign that they were traveling with this group. They may have gone ahead with a faster group or something. But you found the dagger that Burka had mentioned to you.
I asked Nain if he can still see the tracks that we were following earlier. Or did we lose them entirely?
Go ahead and make a
I'll look
survival.
at the ground.
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay. So the 20. 18.
18. Yeah. So looking at the ground, you definitely see footprints and another large, like canine footprint, and several small goblin footprints, along with what you can pick out to be humanoid footprints, a small child and a lighter adult.
Okay, so they don't end here.
Nope, they keep
Okay.
going forward to the south.
Okay. I'll say that the tracks continue south.
Okay, let's go.
In the direction we are going anyway.
Very convenient.
Perfect.
Okay. As you all continue south, the tracks after a while begin to veer off the road and into the woods. And you follow them for a while. And as you begin to get into the woods, the rain begins to pick up much harder, like it was last time you fought goblins. It's raining incredibly hard, it's starting to thunder a little bit. And as the rain picks up, you can kind of smell on the little bit of wind that there is a little bit of campfire smoke. And through the trees, you see the flicker of fire as you move in that direction. And with that, we're going to go ahead and stop right here for this week. And we will pick it up next week with what happens outside and inside the ruins.
Well.
Oh, boy.
Bow down.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Good fun, friends.
Yeah, we did it. We didn't die.
we did it. We didn't die. We played some D&D. It was
I was
a lot of
very
fun.
nervous that I was going to die a couple times.
Yeah.
I've
doubt.
used all of my healing.
So in the chat, Trey, Dakota Bryant says, "I'm here to holler at my boy Trey. What up, dude?"
What's up, Dakota? I work with Dakota.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's yeah, like I said, that's where we're gonna stop today. And yeah, that's it. This was fun.
So
Thanks, guys.
just everybody that's been watching, remember to follow us on Facebook by clicking the link that's in the description below. You can find us on Twitter. We're Attack of Opportunity or Attack of Op, Attack of OP. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell next to the subscribe button. You'll get notified when we're putting new content up.
Yep, we're still working. We're still working on more content and things, but I don't know. This is going well so far. It was fun. I had fun today. So
Yeah. It's good.
I always have fun.
I like D&D.
all right, everybody, this was fun. We'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.